All right, let's roll the thing. It's probably going to be all janky because my computer is weird, but
It
at the
seemed
very
to be
least, the
running
audio will
fine
be good.
last night.
Hmm.
So I was copying the stream to talk to
Yeah,
Babs,
but
and
I
it
wasn't
seemed to be
running
running
two
fine.
windows at the same time last night.
True, because you were only playing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't think of that.
so we'll see. Oh, you know what? No, I'm looking over here. It's opening up fine for the moment, so we're good.
Yeah.
Hello,
Okay.
everyone! Welcome back to
Oh,
Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, with the Omen Seekers. Say hello, Omen Seekers! Very friendly,
Hello.
very...
hi. Hello, Omen Seekers. Love it.
Oh, wait. Let's
Love it.
retake that. Hello. 3, 2, 1. Hello, Omen
Hello,
Seek.
Omen
No.
Seekers.
We'll get it one day.
That's the issue. We're not in the dome, so we've got all this latency.
Yeah, no dynamic lighting. What's going on? This is amateur
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, man.
Right.
All right. Well, I've got that down. Brendan, if you ever need a break and you just want me to sit in, I'm
Come on over. Yeah.
I'm good to coming on over. All right. Let's start
Show you how a
her
real
up.
D&D stream.
What, Ando?
We'll show him how a real D&D stream runs.
Yeah, no way. He sets the standard.
Zero editing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. We don't do any editing, whereas he can probably hide between cuts sometimes. All right, let's pop out. No offense. I know you're watching this, Brennan.
Yeah, come on, Brandon.
Come on, Brennan.
Get your shit together.
All right. Let's. I was able to write a recap this time, so let's get into
Heck yeah.
it. Recap music. Actually, let me play recap music that you guys can hear.
Be nice.
Moods. Recap theme. Burp. Okay. Flight leaned in and smooched the recently sober Dragonborn right on the mouth, and he reciprocated. Trovis is full of emotion, and a tear drips from his eye as he admits that Flight is pushing a lot of his buttons. In fact, Flight reminds him a lot of his ex, and this is bringing back a lot of emotion he thought he had buried. Before the two part ways, Trovis asks Flight to keep this between them for the time being. Soon, the weather goes to shit, the wind becoming more violent and a blizzard starting to envelop the town. People are running and screaming from the outer walls, and as Flight joins the others, they look to the various gates and see bright blue beams of light scanning across the skies. There are beamers outside! They're at the gates, 9 or 10 at each entrance! Unafraid, the Omen Seekers rush back to Dr. L's house and send their allies to cover the other gates as they head towards the north entrance, where they climb up to the ledge of the large stone wall that surrounds the town. Outside are 9 cold light walkers, all with their beams on high, aiming directly at the entrance. Swarms of militia storm out the gates and line up with their weapons drawn, but shake in their boots as a figure steps forward from behind the line of beamers. This older man is wearing a white hooded robe with an odd diamond-shaped icon featuring the symbol of a snowflake floating above his head. The man shouts to whoever is listening, "We've come to send a message. We are aware that the coming sacrifice has been called off, and this will not be tolerated. If the new moon comes and the Frost Maiden is not paid in blood, you will pay the price." Ample turns towards the town, hoping to instill hope and confidence in the common folk, but finds them running as far from the outer walls as they could. Dr. Lazarus had retrieved the summer... What'd you say?
No, it's the lot of them.
Yeah. Dr. Lazarus had retrieved the Summer Star from Sanar and wants to respond with a message of his own. We don't give a fuck about what the Frost Maiden wants. Knowing that the first activation pissed her off, he activated it once again, sending a massive metaphorical middle finger into the landscape around them, melting all the snow in a 5-mile radius, and temporarily bringing Okay, too many temporaries. And bringing temporary summer to Bryn Shander. So that's how it's gonna be. What?
And Flight gave him an actual middle finger.
Oh yeah, that's true. You gave him... That's true. Oh, so that's how it's going to be, says the man. Ample presses the man for his name, but Dr. L responds by saying, We don't need the names of dead men. If that's how it is, we'll see you on the new moon, announces the man before he vanishes and the light from each beamer cuts off and their cloaks fall to the ground. This meant war, and the group quickly headed to the town hall to discuss tactics. Now that the snow was melted, trenches could be dug, and the militia could use a bit more confidence if they wanted to stand a chance against the forces they would face. Once there, they awaited Markham Southwell and the rest of the militia leaders to return from the outer gates and chatted with Duvessa about what had transpired. Maybe they should reinstate the sacrifices if it meant saving hundreds of lives, but the Omen Seekers fully disagreed. They would take a stand. If they wanted this winter to end, they would have to stop succumbing to the Frost Maiden's demands and push back. Halligan is sent with the food to rally not only his tribe, but to encourage the goblins of Carkaloak to join them in their plight. As he heads out of town, he promised Bree he'll be back and kisses her on the forehead. Duvessa confronts the doctor, wondering why he cares. His old friend Francis Mata had already paid to remove his name from the selection pool. Dr. Lazarus was safe, so what was the big deal? Unsurprisingly, the doctor's Hippocratic oath pushed him to want to preserve all life, not just his own. Ample pulls a handful of sacrifice tickets from his pocket, thinking they're a good thing, and having collected almost 10 at this point. He had apparently been paying to obtain more slots in the lottery, rather than the one assigned to every person. The doctor shakes his head in astonishment, but leaves it alone. Waiting for Markham and the militia, the group steps into Duvessa's office to discuss matters, and Dr. L has an idea. If Duvessa wanted to start sacrificing people again, maybe he could use this chance to make a clever play. He mentions that if they were to commence the mandated deaths, maybe it would be a good idea to source them from the prison, rather than potentially innocent folk from the towns. And there was a certain tabaxi they knew to be deserving of such a demise. Crest? The Crest? Duvessa responds. The murderer of children? This was a bombshell for a lot of the group, but incredibly so for Flight. His eyes go wide. Of course, Dr. Lazarus was bluffing in hopes that this could be an opportunity for a get-out-of-jail-free card for Flight's father, but Flight, filled with emotion and unaware of the doctor's deceptive plan, denies this idea, revealing that his father would not be sacrificed. This had thrown a proverbial wrench into the spokes. In revealing Flight's connection to the prisoner and piquing Duvessa's interest, she seems to be skeptical of the motivation and may not be keen on releasing Crest if their goal was to let loose a child murderer. But the idea wasn't for naught. They knew of another prisoner who was much more deserving. Dazan, the wizard from East Haven, had killed a number of adventurers and would be a perfect choice. And so Duvessa agreed to write them a slip of transfer to bring Dazan back to Bryn Shander to be given to the Frost Maiden. Flight, his heart throbbing with conflicting feelings about his father's fate, rushed out to find Trovis and found him ladling soup for the townfolk and trying to keep spirits high. He embraces him and is comforted by the Dragonborn in this time of need. Flight doesn't care who knows about them and says as much to Trovis as he kisses him yet again, but in front of a crowd this time. Trovis doesn't push him away, but can't seem to keep his mind off of who is watching, and his eyes stay open as he scans the crowd around him. Flight heads back inside, and the crowd closes in around Trovis with ooh, ahs, and questions to fuel the gossip they planned on spreading through the town. Ample wanted to know more, and was able to convince Duvessa to share everything she knew on Crest's situation. She copied her file onto a sheet for him to take, just as Markham returned from the gates. This was all new to Markham. Never had they dealt with forces like this, and Ample was quick to berate him for it. He was incompetent at best, in Ample's eyes, and he made sure Markham knew it. Dr. Lazarus knew he could stop the Frost Maiden's curse on this land, but time was running out. They needed to find the ancient Netherese city before it was too late. The group had plans outside Bryn Shander to attend to, but pitched that some of the leftover metal be used to build siege weapons and dig trenches while they were gone. Additionally, Halligan would be back with his mixed batch of warriors, and they would train the militia in confidence and tundra combat. At this point, Orion finally arrives from Lonelywood. Dredovex and Vorin were too focused on their ship to come with him, but came with a new purple tattoo of the code to the strange egg-shaped container that they had acquired from the goblins. Although with it, they had warned of its contents, a creature they called the Blob of Melted Faces. The group knew this could be helpful, but at the same time, very dangerous, as the creature wouldn't pick sides and most likely attack anything in its reach. The Omen Seekers had just over a 10-day to make this happen, and plotted their next moves carefully. They definitely wanted to use the Nautiloid and hoped to convince the Ceramorphs to take them where they needed, but would need to drop by Lonelywood on their way. The frost giant, Gromengorn, that Bree had promised to help was somewhere along the sea of moving ice, and surely a group of frost giants would be useful in this pending battle. Dr. Lazarus needed to help Valen obtain her Professor Orb in order to learn the intricacies of the Summer Star-like device at the heart of the Netherese city. Flight needed to help free his father from prison, and while they were there, Bree knew of another prisoner who had information about her former mentor, Vernus. The plan seemed to be convince the gnome Ceramorphs to allow use of their vessel, head to the frost giant encampment, and persuade them to join the fight against the Maiden, and go from there. And so, our adventuring party headed out of the temporary summer oasis of Bryn Shander and towards Lonelywood with the end of winter in their sights. And here we are. You guys have arrived back at Lonelywood. You're just parking right outside the ramshackle next to the Nautiloid there. You notice that the big hole in the side is like boarded up. They've invented plastic, and they have a big plastic sheet over the side. And that's where we'll start. What are you guys doing?
Actually, on the way to Lonelywood, anybody could notice this. Flight seems... he seems calmed down, but he still seems pretty troubled about about something.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. And so you kind of keep to yourself on the cart for the most part.
He doesn't say anything. He doesn't initiate any conversation about it. No.
Okay.
Ample very much initiates many conversations, as many conversations as he can, until he sees the Nautiloid ship and becomes speechless.
What might you have said to Flight?
What would have been the first thing you said to him?
I would have just been he would have just been talking about his own kind of selfish thoughts and feelings about what's been going on lately, about the attack on Bryn Shander, but also throughout those things he'll be needling you with questions along the way about your past, your history, your thoughts and feelings itself. But
none of you actually saw what happened with Trovis, did you?
No, I don't think we did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So he'll be asking you personal questions, perhaps disrespectful questions, but he'll be asking them with no shame, but all under the blanket of his own selfish desires.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
What?
It makes. I think Flight's looking for some sort of.
Yeah, I'm just
Like
I'm
role
just
play
wondering-
thing?
I'm
Say
just
something.
wondering if anybody like brings up that specifically, or if he's if he's ever gonna give him a moment to actually respond, or anything like that.
Look, if he's sticking to himself and he doesn't want to talk, then he doesn't need to. But if he wants
It
to
depends
talk,
on it depends on if you give him the opportunity.
Absolutely. Well, he has to breathe sometime, so you would absolutely have small opportunities to talk.
Yeah, Ample runs out of breath after a long story about Waterdeep.
He seems to be able to hold his breath for 10 minutes. He just talked nonstop for 10 minutes.
Only while talking, though. If he tries to go underwater, he can't do it.
You know,
Yeah, Flight's just gonna. I guess it depends on the specific question, but
Okay, yeah. So what were your thoughts and feelings directly after the battle? I needed to pee.
To that one, Flight will not. If it's just inane questions like that, he won't respond.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
It starts inane and then probably gets more and more personal. Let me think of a very personal one. Alex, what were you going to say? Sorry.
Oh, no. I mean, it makes sense for Ample to, be more talking about himself. If you're gonna say something that's cool, I was gonna have Orion prod him about something, but however it
Actually, I was
comes.
going to have
April-
Bree maybe take him aside for a little bit, if that's okay.
Oh, okay.
Like, just walk alongside the cart for a minute.
Who, Flight or Orion?
No, Flight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Flight will hop out of the cart with you.
I'll walk a little bit. She'll walk a little bit away from the cart, like still within eyesight, obviously, like running up like 30 feet away kind of distance. And she'll be like, "You seem troubled."
As you're kind of walking away, he does look troubled as well as quite sullen as well, actually.
You seem troubled, which is understandable given what we all just learned. Do you want to talk about it?
I don't really know what there is to say about it. But, well...
Bree will give
kind of
you a
lo-
very big, very mushroom-filled hug. And just pat the top of your head and say, "It's okay, little brother." And then she'll let you go.
He'll be a little taken aback at that last bit, but he'll say, I certainly hope so. I just damn it. I'll roll an insight check, actually, Bree.
Sure.
Can I call for that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You guys
your
can call
character,
for-
and you're the one asking for it,
Exactly.
so I
Yeah.
don't see why
Yeah,
not.
go ahead and roll insight.
Team?
13. I'll say you say it. You get the sense that there's more on his mind than just the fact that Crest has been alleged to be a child murderer.
Are you sure there's nothing else going on?
Well, there is. When we get back to Bryn Shander, I really need to apologize to Trovus about something.
Okay.
That's the point where he will clam up.
She'll just give you another kind of pat on the shoulder type of thing and be like, "I'm sure you'll figure it out. You're getting better at this whole apologizing thing, so I believe in you."
Yeah, and he'll just gradually make his way back to back alongside the cart and hop back in.
Mm.
As you get back closer to earshot of the cart, you can hear Ample telling, what was the other son's name? Excuse me.
Orion.
Orion. Telling Orion all about Bree and Halligan, and just giving him the goss.
Oh no!
Bree walks
About
up
that
on this
kiss.
and she's
It was the
He
cutest thing I've
immediately-
ever seen. True love.
immediately turns around and walks back out again.
Oh no. It's keeping her distance from the cart.
Flight doesn't seem to respond to that as soon as he gets back. He just hops back in the car and just kind of looks at the ground, looks at the floor of it.
We are almost back. I see it in the distance. A bunch of smoking buildings. Hopefully everything is.
Well, hopefully Rimshickle is okay. Oh, okay. The voice.
Changed a little bit late. Okay.
Yeah, it kind of took a minute.
That's okay.
All good.
Home sweet home. They better not have run that shit to the ground.
And you guys pull up and kind of park. The ramshackle
Yeah.
of all places does seem to be still intact. And Orion, I guess, rushes inside just to see what's going on in there.
Is something going on in there?
No, not necessarily. I mean, it's just he's the manager of this place, so he's just running to make sure that
Gotcha.
everything's good.
Okay.
I guess he probably leaves the door open.
And then it is at this point that Ample sees the Nautiloid.
Oh,
Yeah, and goes
has Ample not seen the Nautiloid yet?
No,
No.
he hasn't.
No.
Oh my lord. Okay, so yeah, you guys pull up and there's just this gigantic mollusk shell with multiple desks, little tentacles hanging off the front. And yeah, like I said, the side with the plastic and all that.
Yeah, and he goes for the first time since you've ever met him, completely speechless.
Nice.
Bree will nudge Flight a bit and be like, we need to show him stuff like this more often.
I mean, there's probably plenty of it to find out there.
Probably. Bree's gonna go up to the side with the plastic because she's definitely never seen plastic before. I'm just gonna assume it's this side. And she's
Okay.
gonna like start poking at the plastic and being like, "What's this?"
Crazy
What the heck?
material. It's like translucent but flimsy. It's like a flexible glass.
Bree reaches out her tongue and licks it.
It's
Alright.
so smooth. It's crazy. It's just like ice. Well, it's not
There's
cold.
some sort of ice witchery.
And
I mean, I don't know if any of us have seen plastics before.
I'm
Yeah.
just assuming Bree hasn't.
probably not.
It's some sort of weird nautiloid space
mean-
technology.
The Dr. Lazarus might be the one to know about it, but
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. We'll say that Dr. Lazarus just goes to investigate it, pulls out some of his tools, and is just like, I've never seen anything like this.
Well, that was a pretty good
He's a
impression.
chemist kind of thing. So
And out of sight of Bree, but like visible up the side of the building, the two the gnome ceramorphs are walking up from behind the building. They're carrying like some sort of like cabling with them and their laser rifles. And they approach you guys.
They catch Bree mid-blick.
Hey, whoa! Okay, it's no problem. That'll hold up. Does it taste good?
Eh? I mean, what is this?
This is a new material we have to make because we do not have the metal to cover up the hole. It just keeps the wind out, although it makes it look janky. Were you guys able to get metal?
yes, we were. It's currently in possession at Brinchanda right now, but
Ugh.
I mean, I'm sure we could probably spare at least some of it to help with repairing your ship.
Well, that would be nice. I think the plastic will be pretty good, but we're looking to build a cage for this frickin' thing we found.
Cage?
Yeah, we collect things, as you know. I mean, you found our melted face blob, and I guess our land sharks got out when we crashed, but we had located a monster out in the lake that came out and
Land
started
sharks?
terrorizing people.
No, wait, back, rewind. I mean, land sharks?
Yeah, the
You let
bullets.
loose land
Oh wait, no,
sharks.
we didn't see those. Elkton and Springsteen saw those.
Oh yeah. Oh, were you there for that?
No, I wasn't.
You may not have been there, yeah.
Oh, she wasn't there for that. No.
And regardless, our characters were not there for that.
Yeah, that's true. So I guess none of you really know. Oh yeah, well
Oh yes, these goddamn they was terrible. I almost died. I tell you what, everyone else was fine, but I almost succumbed to death, which is not fun.
Huh.
Huh.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm glad you didn't die.
Are they still roaming around?
I forget. Did you guys kill him? I think you did.
No, we killed him. We killed them.
Okay.
I took him out. I stab with antlers. I do a little ram, and it's extra power.
Yeah.
Isn't
Hey,
that
The
a
land
red
is
pen?
my domain.
Good job. There should not be sharks on land. But no, that's a nightmare. Anyways, what did you find in the lake?
I don't know. Oh. Why do they don't have a Russian accent?
Oh, I don't know what it is. It's got a crazy long neck and floppy feet, but it's going nuts. It keeps saying, I tried to save it. I tried to save it. And its eyes are all black. We've got it tied up behind the ramshackle if you want to see.
What? Yeah.
Wait, you went out to the lake and got another thing?
Yeah, we gotta add to our collection. If we're going home and we lost the land sharks, we have to come home with something.
Okay, sure. Said it was out
What
behind the
the
ramshackle.
frick is
And
this?
that's what-
Is this Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah, you come around this corner and it's just a huge, like, lizard-like water creature with a huge craning neck. I think I have.
May we roll nature?
Sure.
Wanna pull up my HUD thing.
Oh, there it is.
Are you
have
rolling
no
a
idea
nature
what
amble?
this is.
I am rolling nature. 9.
Yeah.
Does it look friendly?
No, it's like whipping its neck around. It is not
Nice.
happy to be captured, and it's actually. Oh shit! It's actually
Ample might know
speaking.
what it is.
Oddly enough, oh,
Oh, wow.
Ample definitely
Oh.
knows what it is. Ample,
Yeah.
this is a plesiosaurus.
Oh, a plesiosaurus. I had one when I was a kid.
You,
You owned one of these things? Was it this aggressive?
Well, my grandmama owned one, but she let me take it for walks.
Oh, okay. Well, how do you calm it down? This thing is acting all sorts of crazy. It's saying mean things to both of us.
Have you given it any peanut butter?
Peanut butter, no. Is that the trick?
Oh, well, I'd start there. But if it's old enough to talk, then you need to learn how to show it the proper respects. They're very, they've got a very strict hierarchy of etiquette.
Interesting. Well, I would you like to give it a try?
Yes.
We tried threatening it with our lasers, but we just
You
had
said
to
it's
tie it up.
tied down, right?
Not
Yeah.
how you deal with an animal, especially a sentient one.
This
Bree,
must
help me out with the
be-
ties on the other side.
must be
And
another one
Ample.
of-
Oh, excuse me.
Are you going to start untying it?
Mm-hmm.
No, let's not.
You totally
untie it right
can.
now.
it's just, I guess it's going nuts. And I mean, I guess
Yeah,
let's
it's
say
thrashing about.
Ample knowing what a plesiosaurus is. This is one, but like this one's eyes are like totally black. It seems like insane, and it's just like I tried.
To save it. I tried to save it.
I'm gonna go up to it, and I'm gonna like kind of tell Ample to stand back just in case he gets hit.
Get away
I'm gonna
from
be like,
me! Ah!
what happened?
Ah!
I'm gonna use speech of, even though it's speaking in common, I'm gonna use speech of beast to say what happened. What did you try to do?
It stops and it's.
Oh, I can't get it out of my head. I
Sorry,
found
Alex,
another
you're
one.
fading out.
Yeah, you're cutting out.
I'm cutting out.
Yeah, I
I
think
heard
that
I
voice is
can't get it out of
broken.
my head. Yeah.
Is it the voice effect? Am I cutting out now?
No,
No.
it's the voice effect, I think.
It is the voice effect. Okay, well then I'll just leave the picture off. It'll be fine. I can't get it out of my head. I found some sort of thing in the lake. I tried to save it, but it got in my head.
That
Hey.
sounds familiar.
What did you find in the lake?
I don't know.
Was it metallic?
Kind of
Oh.
blackish purple. It was hot when I got there.
Was it a
Blackish
dragon? Was it metal?
Oh, is that what you call it? Maybe. It was bubbling.
Shit. And
Black
she
and
looks up
purple.
light.
Like the dragon.
Black and purple, is that what the Shardman dragon was colored as? Metallic
Yeah.
purple?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
Right,
do we
yeah.
know how to cure this?
You've not experienced something like that before, but you can try.
Is there any kind of knowledge check that we can roll?
I guess like an Arcana, whatever.
Nice little Arcana as
Okay.
well. 19.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that's gonna be better, yeah, than whatever I can roll. But can we get Dr. Lazarus to roll it too,
Sure, let's do it.
just in case?
He's still
19's pretty
experimenting
good,
with
but-
plastic. It melts under heat, but it's strong enough to keep out water and air.
Let me get this sheet. 17. Okay, so Ample and Flight, you guys are thinking back of your experience with Chardlin before. I mean, I guess keeping it away from whatever the source is probably the best bet. And it may just be time that saves it. Although, I mean, maybe like a dispel.
I think we were cured by Dizan casting remove curse on us.
You're right. That's true.
Do we know anyone who has remove curse?
Good question.
Aztec might know it.
We have a healing shaman in our group now.
That's true.
I don't know if he has that.
Maybe.
Oh, let me look.
It's
I
worth
think he might
asking him.
have.
Maybe one day.
Let's see.
I do not
Is
know
it
if
on the
remove
sheet?
curse is a sorcerer spell.
Oh, maybe not. Let's look.
I will check. I know it's a wizard spell, but I don't know if it's a sorcerer spell.
Well,
It was
I
a
mean,
divine. He's a
Cleric,
divine
paladin,
soul
warlock,
sorcerer,
wizard.
so it might open up to them.
No, it would tell me the
shame.
page would tell me if it were, and no, it's cleric, paladin, warlock, wizard.
yeah, and I had
well.
built out a character sheet for him, and he didn't even take it, unfortunately.
Time
So
might heal this. I ask the Ceramorphs, how long have you had him for?
Yeah, we just pulled him out earlier today. We went to throw him a fish just now, and he's still crazy as fuck.
Yes, he's come into contact with something that's very bad. Hopefully time will clear his head.
Oh no.
I'm
Well,
so sorry, and I reach out to its head.
Hmm?
Don't do that. I guess give me an animal handling.
Quickly. Rolling like shit all night.
Oh
I-
boy.
A 10. Oh no. Okay. Well, yeah, you know what? It tries to bite you.
That's fair.
It just snaps at you, but is just so crazy that it totally comes up like 2 feet short and is just, his eyes are going in different directions and tugging on the ropes that he's tied to these trees.
Never approach from the front. Always approach from the side. Close to their dorsal flipper.
Dispel magic might work.
Possibly. I don't
Maybe.
know.
Okay. I have that. It's not prepared at the moment.
What time
Can I
is it?
prepare spells on a short rest, or does it have to be a long rest? I can't
No, it
remember.
has to be long rest.
6:56 p.m.
Okay, if it's not, if he's not better by tomorrow, I will try dispel magic. I'll switch out my spells.
This is a lake adjacent town, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Great. There would be someone in possession of a barrel of fish somewhere. Ample wants to go and find a barrel of fish for this thing.
We have a fully stocked kitchen.
That's true. Well,
With
give
a
me an
barrel of fish
investigation
in it?
check.
I also
Sure.
have rain of fish, but don't have it prepared right now. What the fuck is rain of fish?
It's
Is that something from yours?
homebrew spell. You need to take it out. Absolutely, it's a great spell, but it could come in handy. But it's homebrew. Absolutely,
You might wanna disable homebrew on your character sheet.
that would probably be a good call.
Oh, that could be it. That's
Okay.
funny. Yeah, I
Well,
saw a
I mean,
number
I
of things
can't-
show up in hers. Like there's like a some sort of gravity thing I saw show up. And they look cool. I was just like, I can't
yeah.
find this on D&D Beyond. What is going on?
The ones that I've kept, I feel are pretty well balanced. So you know,
No,
if
yeah.
you want to take a look. But
We can
whatever.
take
I
a
mean,
look
I
and-
think
and
rain of
always-
fish is fucking hilarious. Use it at some point.
Investigation. You said, excuse me, was it?
Yes, yes.
I'll need to go a little further afield. It doesn't seem like we have that kind of resources here at the Shackle.
Well, you find like a couple of fish, not maybe as many as you were
Yeah.
looking for.
You find
So-
it. You
That's
find
a
like a stack
shame.
of fillets or something.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, this thing, it looks big and needs maybe more than that if Ample wants to wander further in and kind of loot through some of the
Well,
buildings.
yeah, absolutely.
Well,
he
the
he
Ceramore
will
said they might
act.
have had something.
He'll
Or
act
they
as if
would-
he has complete freedom to do whatever he wants in this place, and he'll search for what he thinks this thing could use to become calm, which
Okay.
to him is food and toys.
Okay, awesome. So yeah, Ample kind of wanders off just looking for something to distract this thing and make it okay,
Absolutely.
calm it down.
Jesus, this is going to scare away the visitors. No one's gonna want to rent a room here. All right, calm down, Orion. No one wants to stay in a burned down town anyway.
You're not thinking like
Yeah,
a
the
businessman.
town might need to be. The town might need to be rebuilt a little before we can worry about that.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll stop worrying and learn to love the bomb.
If you rebuild the town around the idea of taking care of and perhaps domesticating the ankylosaur, you could
Please,
build up
Howard.
an entire industry. That's what I said.
Right. Okay.
So what did you find? I mean, I'm not worried about whatever it is. You want to make up something. What did you go find in the town that you're going to come back?
I'll grab all of the food from the ramshackle, whatever's left, whether it's fish or not. I'll just bring it to him like a human feeding a dog human food. It's not the best, but it's certainly a little bit of a treat for them. and probably unhealthy.
Okay.
If he needs to go further away, he can definitely go further away, but I'd rather not. split
No,
up
yeah,
and-
you don't need to separate for that long, for sure.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So you come back and you just start feeding it stuff. You just got a whole handful of stuff you found in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Couple fillets. Some...
I'll just dump it in front of it, and walk back for more, and Nick whips at Orion. Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, Orion is gonna say something, but then stops. I guess give me an animal handling with advantage.
Oh, sure. Where'd my character sheet go?
You know what? That's the downside of that new HUD. You can't get to your quick stuff that easy.
Yeah, you can.
All good.
Oh, I guess if you leave it open
There's
all
a-
the time, that's true.
Oh,
Yeah.
heck yeah.
No. It's
Nice.
like there's a thing above your character picture, above the portrait.
Well,
It says
right.
Save skills and tools. So
But yeah, I don't know if everyone keeps it.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, heck yeah.
Either way.
Thanks.
Oh, okay, yeah, 17. Hell yeah. Okay, so it starts breathing. It smells the stuff you've dropped, and it just kind of fixates on it, and just kind of starts going to town. It's calmer now for sure. It stops flopping around. The cables on it kind of go slack.
Does it seem like if like Ample really wants to take off the restraints, but Andrew is worried that it's going to attack us and we're going to have to kill it, which I
Yeah,
really don't
that's
want.
not a good idea. Bree will
That's
tell
true.
you that's not a good idea and that we should wait until its head is cleared to
Hmm.
let it go. If
It seems
The
in
ceremony
distress.
for
It doesn't like it.
yeah,
I
it,
don't
it,
like seeing it tied up.
it doesn't like much of anything right now, and if we let it go as is, it's going to attack a bunch of people. We need to
Okay.
get it calmed down first. And
I
that's not going to
understand.
happen until we get rid of the Charlin stuff going on with it.
You're so wise. Thank you.
And as you guys are talking, Flight goes. What is Flight doing?
yes, dang it. Flight's just going back into the tavern. He's just gonna take a seat in front of the fire there.
Okay, just kind of self-contemplating, thinking to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Yeah, he'll kind of pull his legs up onto the couch beneath him and just kind of stare into the fire for a bit. Not
Okay.
even he's not even meditating right now. He's just thinking.
Okay, for sure. You were just trying to be alone. I know Orion's icon is there, but I think technically he was outside.
Oh no, he can be there. It's fine.
Okay, well, it's you know what? At some point, I think
Yeah,
when
he's
Ample
not-
went inside to go get the food, he probably followed him in.
Mhm.
And
But
so like,
he's not.
Go ahead.
He's not looking for like loneliness. He just moved away from where the stuff was going on for a moment's quiet.
For sure.
he
Yeah, I
doesn't-
mean,
he
you've been
doesn't-
through
he
a
doesn't
lot. You're
particularly
just
care
trying
about-
to, yeah.
He
For
doesn't
sure.
particularly care about who comes and goes. He's just thinking.
You picked that's the spot I always sit in. It's the warmest and the comfiest. I hope. Are you okay?
Light doesn't seem to respond.
I get it. I'll leave you here. Feel free to go to sleep right there, or if you want some snacks, I shoved them between the cushions. I think there's some hardened potato slices in there. Anyway,
Flight's head kind of droops as Orion is clearly trying to comfort him, but
oh,
as he kind of walks off, he still doesn't say anything.
okay.
I love that Orion just invented chips. Potato chips.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I'm
All from
inventing all
hardened
sorts
potato
of stuff.
slices.
Plastic, chips.
Well, they're usually baked, so.
Yeah. Baked potato
This
slices.
is baked by old leather chairs.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you guys are kind of just sitting outside around the crazy plesiosaurus. Um, what else are you doing? I mean, it looks like it's going to take a little bit before this thing finally regains its full composure. Um, and you did a good job
Mm.
calming it down.
Ample wants to go and snoop around the alien ship now that his brain has had a few minutes to reconnect and realize there's aliens in this plane of existence.
Gotcha. Okay.
Bree's gonna go with Ample and ask the Ceramorphs where her little babies are.
I'm just going to move you guys to the front so you don't have to drag all the way around.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries.
It probably won't let you do it through the wall, but. Hang on.
Oh, yeah, no. Nope, it did not.
All right. So yeah, you guys all kind of wander back up to the ship. And
Bree's
these, yeah,
asking
these.
where her babies are.
I guess you don't know about these guys either. So Ample sees these two like gnome-size mind flayers, seemingly like little tentacles coming
Every
off of their
time-
mouths.
Every time they have interacted with Bree or Flight, Ample's just kind of stared at them as if not knowing, like, if he talks, maybe they'll, like, who knows? Like, they're completely alien beings.
Sure.
So, yeah, every time they're around and every time they interact with you guys, Ample starts acting a little uncomfortable. But the Ankylosaur he's very comfortable around, and he's very comfortable snooping around somebody else's space without them really being aware.
Gotcha. Okay. So I guess you're gonna. They're technically. I mean, they have no reason to stay behind if you guys aren't there.
Sure.
Do you want to do like a
I'm
stealth?
not trying to hide it.
Oh,
no,
okay.
no,
You're not
I'm
trying to sneak in
asking.
there?
I've asked them where my babies are.
Of
Squidlings.
course.
Yes.
Your babies. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, you are. Okay, yeah, they do. I mean, Sglard loves you, so I get it.
Yes. Where's Clark?
They're inside. They're in the ship.
Fantastic. I'm going in the ship then. How do I get in the ship again? Yeah, there
Let's
we go.
go.
You can just climb up.
Yeah, I think you can just go through,
Through
that
the
door.
huge plastic-covered hole.
Yeah, you
Well,
can go
the
that way too.
gnomes, the gnomes probably can
I
levitate up.
can't
but-
actually.
Oh, will it not? There's probably doors.
Yeah,
or
there we go.
walls or
Thank
Yeah,
whatever.
there's
you.
like a wall in the way, probably.
So hang on, let me get that. And I guess Ample probably follows. He's interested. He's looking around. It's like inside is like fleshy. One
Weird.
at the back of the room, the flesh kind of like coalesces into it's a butthole
sphincter.
door is what we
It's a
called
Their
it.
butthole
Butthole
doors.
door, yeah.
Yeah,
Sphincter
yeah.
door, cool.
And there's like blinking lights and throbbing veins all over the place.
Yeah, cool. Very cool.
On your way
Uh,
in, there's a bunch of crates and stuff. And did you guys kill their flesh golem?
No.
No.
Okay, so there's a weird Frankenstein looking thing of stitched together skin hanging out, just reading a book, just flipping through a book. It's upside
For
down.
those who will get pissed off about it, it's Frankenstein's monster, not Frankenstein himself.
Yeah, that is true. That is,
well, those
There are
people who get pissed
about
off,
Oh, I know.
should absolutely not, because let me ask them when Dracula versus Frankenstein came out, was Frankenstein fighting the Doctor or the monster? When Wolfman versus Frankenstein came out, was the Wolfman fighting the monster or the Doctor? And here's the clincher: when the Bride of Frankenstein came out, who was the bride for? The Doctor or
fair.
the monster?
I think they
That's
all
fair.
just messed up after. I think technically that would be the case,
I think
right?
these are book.
The-
I think these are book loyalists.
Yeah. Well, and I guess the
Absolutely.
point stands of when it shifts to more pieces of media having the other version, which one stands? I guess the original technically stands more valid.
Well,
but
it was actually closer to the MCU of what we have today, where they had movie producers coming together and making Dracula versus the Frankenstein, where they had a Dracula movie and a Frankenstein movie, and then they made it together and had them fight. Like it was
Right.
really the first instance of a shared universe. Anyway, I'm
And it's-
well.
Anywho.
off topic.
You know, it's probably, and just one more comment on it is, it's probably like
Yeah.
I know what you did. I still know what you did last summer type of deal. It's easier to call it that than to be accurate. It's I still know what you did 2 summers ago is what it should have been called. Anyway, okay.
Absolutely.
So,
What are these
you
people
guys-
doing? Amateurs.
You guys are all in the ship with Dredavex's monster, and forget what was happening. Oh, you were looking for Zglard.
Looking for
That's right.
Squidlings.
Do I have a separate Zglard? Maybe not. Let's see. Squid. And as soon as Bree walks in, you notice these like tiny little squidlings looking like this.
Wow.
And they're floating in the air. Their bottom half is floating there, but they're pulling themselves along with these huge tentacles coming out of their mouth. And they just crawl up all over Bree.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Ample starts like gagging in his mouth, like. Ugh.
Warg! And she'll like give them like she'll start patting them on the head.
Zglard! Zglard!
Yeah, they love you. Are entangled in these guys.
Fine. I'm willing to take half my movement speed for the rest of the time we're here.
Nice.
God dang. They never do that to us, do they, Dredavex? No, they don't like us that much.
I just have a natural, like, motherly vibe, I think, that small creatures really attach to.
Yeah, literally.
Yes, literally in this case, yes.
Zglard, you goofball. He's so cute when he curls up in the corner. He's just... Oh, boy. Zglard.
Here, do you want to say hi to Slark, Ample? And I waddle over with them attached to me.
He'll just act like he's completely afraid of it, or someone who's like allergic to cats and somebody's trying to put a cat in their hands.
Yeah.
I love the idea that Ample just does not gel with these things at all.
I know. Because Ample's just pretty much confident in almost everything up to this point, just going
almost
wherever,
everything.
and this thing is,
Yeah.
That's
It's just
funny.
absolutely rattled him.
Come on, Sklark, say hi to Uncle Ample.
What's the matter, Ample? You're scared of a little squidling.
Oh my god, your impression is so good.
So good.
Thank you.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay, so you guys are hanging out in the ship. What next? Oh yeah, is Flight doing anything? I guess you're still hanging out, or just checking in with you.
No, I'm not. I'm just. No, Flight is still hanging out inside the tavern.
Okie dokie. Yeah, it totally makes sense. Yeah, you were just in a zone of thought, contemplating.
Should we bring up our favor that we need?
Favor?
Well, we need them to fly us around the Dale, right?
Right.
That was why you came up here, right?
Right, that we really needed
To help
Lazarus.
fix the ship, and well, as absolutely Laz could be doing his own thing, helping them to fix the ship. So we just need to verbally get that going, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'll start. We actually have a favor we need to ask. A proposition.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot. I mean, a friend of Zglard is a friend of ours.
Yes, isn't that right, Sklark? And like Bree gets distracted for like a few seconds, just like playing with Sklark. Right, okay. So the Frost Maiden is going to attack the Dale soon, in about 10 days.
And
Which is going to be an issue for everyone, including you, because you're not going to be able to... She's going to make it very hard for you to leave.
I fucking don't get. Oh, well, we can't have that. Get me. We gotta get out of here. What?
So
what do
what
we
we
need to
need is we're going to fight her, and we're going to hold her off, and then you'll be able to leave. But in order to do that, we need to get to a few places in a quicker amount of time than we would normally be able to, if you catch my drift.
You see. I see. Yes. And so, yeah, I guess. I mean, we've repaired it enough, and if that dragon is dead, then I mean, as long as we don't see you know who, then I think we'll be fine. But
You know who?
oh, maybe you don't know who. Dr. Lazarus, tell
Wait,
them
this
who.
is Ample.
Oh, nice to meet you.
And he reaches out his hand, but it's got a laser in it, and then he reaches out his other hand.
Ample will take it very, very delicately with just the tips of his fingers and say, "Pleasure is all mine."
That seems not to be the case, but it's a pleasure to meet you as well, Ample. Look,
Oh God, they can read my mind.
don't worry, we're not. We look like them, but we're not the same as them. We're more
Them?
tinkerers.
There's more of you?
Ample, be
Uh,
nice.
This.
I'm doing my best.
Well, look, we had a worm implanted inside of our heads, and we transformed, but we're still us inside.
That sounds horrible. I don't want a worm inside of me.
No, it's not fun. It is not fun. We thought we were gonna die, but we became this, and it took a bit, but we're finally okay with our new forms. And look, enough about us. You need us to drive around.
Yes, and we'll fix your ship.
Okay. All right.
Lazarus is going to be dedicated to helping you fix your ship.
For at least this session.
Okay. Well, shoot. Let's. I guess we got it boarded up, and this new stablick. No.
I was trying to make up a new word for plastic.
Hey, Stablick, that's a great one.
Stablick. Okay, that's what it is.
We got this kind of glued in place. We invented another thing here. It's sticky and gray.
That was
It's
cool
for
back then.
it's tube tape. It's vein tape.
Anyway,
Vein tape?
it's. I imagine they don't have
Yeah, they're-
ducts in their thing; they have veins. So
Oh.
stupid
Okay.
joke. Yeah. Well, they agree. Well,
I guess where are we going?
We need to go to see a group of giants first. I think probably the wisest thing to do would be to fly pretty much all of the way there, but then have you touch down a little outside their territory and have us walk in so we don't freak them out. You know, not every day do you see a nautiloid.
No, well, for us it is. Every day we do see it, but you are right. Most people, yeah, I'd say stay away from other beings because they may try to attack us. I mean, we can shoot them, but that's not the best way to deal with everybody. So,
Indeed not.
you know what? Maybe, Doctor,
Well, I'm
maybe
not there.
we could take a second to talk about how to fix this, and maybe we could teach you some of what we know if you could teach us what you know, while they go deal with their thing.
I love the idea of mind flayers with blood magic. That's just awesome.
Oh no. Yeah, they tap his little vial like wrist device with the tubes. He's like, that sounds like a fair deal.
Yeah.
And
Also for the pattern, Ample will start gaining some confidence now that they've directly talked to him and they haven't disintegrated him. I'll say, could you also teach us how to make the steblick? The steplick?
Sure, I don't see why not. Could be useful in a pinch.
I can see many uses for it. Yeah.
What are they?
I'm thinking, shower curtains, Tupperware containers,
You are quite the imaginative human.
what's another? Yeah, something else that could easily be produced for Orion to rebuild this town on a platform of plastic construction and Decliosaurus breeding.
You know, Dredovex was telling me, those are great ideas. Dredovex was telling me of this building material that he wants to call Lego.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, no, it was purposely designed as a weapon, kind of like caltrops, just very sharp. But they just coincidentally stick together, and you can build with them.
Make them into fun shapes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds amazing. Sounds like so much fun.
Sounds like something Sklard might like to play with, isn't that right, Sklard?
Guard!
Oh, God!
You know what? I guess Dr. Lazarus maybe heads back in, and it just kind of leans in. Is like, Flight, we're heading out. What?
Flight just kept. Oh no, okay. He'll push himself off of the couch and head towards the Nautiloid.
Look, I know. We know that your father isn't probably guilty of that. But we know that he was set up from what your mother said. I wouldn't get too down on it. We'll save him. I didn't mean to say that he should be sacrificed. We were just trying to get him out.
Flight just kind of makes a deep sigh. He says, "I'm not playing into his guilt, all right? Not even for a moment."
I get it. I'm sorry. Honor is an important thing. We don't want to ruin his reputation more than it has been.
Exactly. We're in deep enough of a hole as it is. We shouldn't be digging it deeper.
Look, my kids are... they're a mess. They don't know as much as they should, and I'd be lucky to have a son like you. If I was your father, I'd be proud of what you're standing up for.
Flight just kind of smirks at that, kind of still sullen, but just kind of looks a little.
Now come on, let's go.
Thanks for saying it, I guess.
No problem.
And yeah, he'll just climb up the side of the Nautiloid and kind of wave to Elkton, kind of silently wave to Elkton as he kind of leans over the side and just kind of watches.
Oh, is you guys going somewhere? Do you want me to pull the shell? Just hook me up, I will pull the shell.
No, Elkton. Or, sorry, you go ahead. Tom, sorry, I don't mean to be putting words in your mouth.
It's actually, before he does, Flight will actually... Does the Ramshackle have, like, a stable? Or does Lonelywood have a stable? I'm sure Lonelywood has a stable.
Yeah!
Put him out the back with the talking dinosaur. They can.
Yeah, I was actually just
Bad
going to say,
idea.
have them look after the talking dinosaur, but don't get too close.
Yeah, sure. Well, here's what he'll do. He'll just he'll unhitch and like This is gonna be weird, but he's been essentially bike chain the cart to the ramshackle somewhere. He'll bike chain it to the lamppost or something, and
Okay.
he'll unhitch them from it and say, "Yeah, you and her keep an eye on that creature that's in the back. Don't get too close to it. It's still going crazy."
Oop. This doesn't even matter, but
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah, I don't know why
just
I'm
use the bike
focusing
chain
on
to
that.
it.
You bike chained it to the thing.
And Elkton is, yeah.
Come on, Pamela. There's one of us behind here. Let us go converse, socialize, you know?
Right, I think it's another one of, damn it, what was her name?
Ravison.
Yeah, Ravison. And I think it's another one of Ravison's awakened things.
Oh,
Mother! Oh, shoot, let us talk. This is a brother. Come on, Pamela. I will introduce you.
Is Orion staying here?
I think so.
We should probably have someone keeping an eye on all the animals.
Should we get him to meet us back at Bryn Shander with Pamela and Elton?
Sure.
I mean, that's where
Yeah,
we need him, right?
I don't know what's going to be happening to Lonely Wood in the coming days, so maybe that would be a good idea.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
them to like release the dinosaur, get the dinosaur to come with them once it's feeling better, and then
But it had fins, so it's probably a water-based animal.
yeah, maybe
Yeah,
load it
around
up
the
in the
lake.
cart.
Yeah, it's like a King Kong type of deal. They roll up with a truck and just giant monster strapped to the back of the cart. Nessie. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you guys tell Orion to, wait till the dinosaur gets better and then to, gather them together and meet at Bryn Shander.
So
When?
time
Like in a couple
will
days?
help it. Time will help this dinosaur heal.
It should. If not, I can use dispel magic on it, and that should hopefully help.
Right. Okay. But you can only do that after we wake up.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we shouldn't wait.
Cool.
Yeah. And I think you just slept recently, so. Well, cool.
Oh, if we just slept recently, does that give Bree a chance to swap her spells to have dispel
I
magic?
would- would've-
At this point. We've
No,
done too much
it-
in between then.
Yeah, I think you would have slept before you knew you wanted to use that, so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you
Great.
guys, you get into the spaceship and one of the Ceramorphs hops into this front seat that has two weird orbs in it, and he puts his hands on it, and everything lights up in the front. You see just like almost a digital display of the outside, and he starts pulling them around, and it finally lifts up off of the ground. The engines hum, and you guys are off, flying around the Dale.
This is wild.
Okay, so you guys are headed. No, I don't.
What happened?
Sure, that's fine. I have it autoplay music when I click, so it overlaps. I'll just play the Tundra Travel music. That's fine. Cool. So you guys are in Lonelywood, and you guys are flying towards the marker where the frost giants are, which I think is here. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay, cool. So let's take a look. 16 miles, 16 or so miles. So it's about 3 hours of a trip. Do you guys do anything while you're hanging out on the ship, just sightseeing? You just see the tundra go by faster than you're used to underneath you.
I'll head down to the engine room and dance with a bunch of people. Then I'll have sex in a car and slide my hand down a glass thing, and then I'll stand at the front of the ship like this.
Oh.
feel the wind in my hair.
I was like, what is the... Yeah, I get nice. Oh, you're on top of the ship.
That's right. On top of the dale.
On top of the tail. Nice. Bree, do you do anything?
Bree spends the entire time playing. For sure, 100%.
I missed it. Doing what?
Playing with Sklar.
Playing with Sklar the entire
Oh,
time.
of course. How are you playing it with, like, holding up like a bell, or like how do you play with Sklar?
I don't know. Does Sklarg express any wishes on how he would like to be played with? Like, I'll try throwing like a ball to them or something.
I mean, I think Zglard is probably just obsessed with hanging out in your lap or just getting attention of any sort. Getting in the way of whatever you're trying to do.
Okay, so I'll pretend to do things so that he can get in the way. Like, disrupt whatever.
Okay. Right, perfect. Flight, what do you do?
He just kind of ruminates in like on the deck. Then but he'll eventually get around to meditating as well, though.
Sure. And you're hanging out on the deck, ruminating. Just you get to meditating, and Ample's up there, just like leaning up off the front, yelling, having the time of his life.
Before you start meditating, while you're thinking, Ample will sit down next to you and say, "I'm bored. Tell me a story."
He'll just kind of lean up against the banister of the deck and just says, "I think you have a pretty interesting one in your pockets right there."
In my pocket?
You got the copy of Crest's criminal record in Icewind, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, that's true.
He does. He wasn't going to bring it up, but now that you have, he says, I guess I do, but I didn't want to read it. I didn't want to be rude and read it if you weren't comfortable.
We're past comfort at this point, Ample. Well past it.
Fair enough. Would you like to take a look with me?
He's gonna take a deep sigh.
Look, Flight, I believe you when you say that. Oh, excuse me.
He just says, whatever it is, it's lies. And nothing else.
I believe you. And I want to help you figure it out. So even when we read, let's think about this like a fantasy book. Everything in here doesn't reflect reality. But we'll learn from it and figure out what is real.
Flight will just kind of sigh again and let's have it then.
He'll take out the document and they'll go through it together, yeah?
Wonderful. Okay, so yeah, you guys are looking over this document that Duvessa had kind of copied over from her books. And at first it's just like crest of broken waters, right?
Crest and tempered waves.
And tempered waves, that's
Cool.
what. Crest and tempered waves, found guilty of mass murder. It lists a number of names and just all children, just 8, 14, 5, I don't know, a bunch of, it's just a Grimm's fairy tale. And it talks, there's some notes at the bottom that are talking about how it was such a horrible crime that they didn't take the time to bring him back to Bryn Shander for a formal trial. He was actually tried in Targos, found guilty and immediately shipped to the jail. And this was all facilitated by Nerth Maxildinar.
Ample circles Targos, ample service circles Max's name. Yeah. Interesting.
Does it say anything about the manner in which they were killed?
It says that they were I don't want to be too gruesome here.
Just hit me with it.
I'm fine with gruesome.
Yeah, no. I mean, a number of them were just beheaded. A couple of them were completely dismembered, and one of them was squashed. And one was hit by a wagon.
And they were found in Targos?
Right. Allegedly.
So, from Ample's perspective now, does it make sense that this is the person that was thought of as the leader of the what are they called?
Zentarim.
The Zentarum. Yep. Zentarum.
Right.
This is
Yes.
the scapegoat. Right. So I'll say to Flight, I think your dad's a patsy. I think he's been a scapegoat to Maxildinar for all of his crimes. We know the truth, Flight. You're right. This proves that you are right.
You just kind of see him kind of clench his jaw a little bit. He doesn't say anything else after reading all of that, though.
Okay.
So we're heading to the Giants, and then we have a plan to head back to town potentially, right? Or
Possibly.
are we
I don't know if
committing
it's
to
been
all of our
discussed
plans
what
right
is
now?
happening after that. Sorry, what were you...
Well, Ample wants to double down on the prison idea. So could I take this 3-hour kind of downtime period to also doctor the other piece of documentation we got from Duvessa and change it with my forgery kit to say
Preston
Crest
Tempered Waves
over-
is his name.
Crest on Tempered Waves. Thank you.
Okay, for sure. I mean, you know what? You don't give up until you get it right. I don't know if you want to roll rolls just to see how long, but
I'm happy to
There's
take
a-
the time. There's no
actually
time
like
crunch,
a
so-
variant rule. There's actually like an optional rule in the Dungeon Master's Guide,
Mhm.
where it says like if you take 10 times the normal amount of time it takes to do something, you are automatically considered as having rolled a natural 20.
Oh, okay, cool.
Wow.
So yeah.
I believe that was on page 237 if I remember the rest.
Well, I believe you. I mean, essentially, the concept is he's gonna keep trying until it's good, and I'm not gonna make you roll 10 rolls.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I
totally.
think he takes most of his time learning how to write in Duvessa's handwriting. I think that's the trick. It's not learning how to put a pen to paper. It's learning how to see the differences in people's specific, hand action and copying those.
Right. So yeah, you're poring over the handwriting on the paper, and you're finding a C and you're finding an R, and you're practicing those over and over again, and you perfect it, and you change the transfer sheet to say Crest and Tempered Waves rather than Dazan, the wizard. Okay, cool. So it's dark out, but you see. I mean, I guess you see a small little hut, like over near the water, but then maybe a mile out, more in towards the ground, in towards the tundra. There's like a big like a huge igloo-looking thing with a couple figures outside with torches, and so you'd have the choice of going between those.
And this is like on our approach to where it was marked on the map.
Right. So you're like in the area of where the frost giant said, but there's a couple different places.
Yeah, I guess
look,
we'll
there's an igloo. Like just
land
like
in
yours,
between
Flight.
the ones they're not shooting at us.
Yeah, if we see like signs of like people out here, we'd want to land like somewhere out of sight of those, just because we don't want people doing weird stuff with the nautiloid. So
That's true. Okay, cool. So you kind of park in the middle between the two.
And we hide the ship in an old abandoned mine. Where,
no, you hide it behind a billboard that says
hill.
Two Pines Neighborhood.
Yeah, in all seriousness, we probably hide it behind like a hillock or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just 2 pine trees and some snow.
Two pine trees, yeah.
And a billboard that says new fucking fuck. Why do I forget words? New suburb coming soon.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Okay. I'm glad you guys get it. Okay, cool. So yeah, you've parked it.
What's my friend's name again?
What? Oh, Gromengorn.
Marty McFly?
Gromengorn? Yeah, Gromengorn. Gromengorn, okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys can head north out towards the Sea of Moving Ice, where there was a small kind of little hut, like big pillars of ice coming out of the water, and a lone figure, and then there's the big igloo with a couple of figures outside, but who knows what's inside.
A big igloo seems like where a leader would live, eh?
That seems true.
Big igloo then?
Alright, cool.
Everyone's
So you
okay
have-
with that?
Do we get a better look at the hut?
I mean, it's just small. It's like more.
That does seem less
human-sized.
impressive than the igloo.
It's also somewhat suspicious.
Hmm.
We can always check that out later.
You know what? You don't notice anything about the hut, but there's like a dock out next to it.
Does it look abandoned?
No, there's a
I mean,
figure
other than the
standing out
one
there.
lone figure that's there, and they probably have a torch. And also,
There's
you know what? If they have a
person-
torch, you
there's
can
a
tell
person
that it's a
there.
frost giant. There's a single frost giant out.
Oh,
and
okay.
then there's
I thought you said it was like a normal sized hut,
the hut
Okay.
is normal sized. Yeah.
Oh.
but there's a giant next to it.
Yep.
On the dock.
That's even more strange.
I
Hmm.
know,
would've-
right?
That means,
I'd like to figure that one out too. Yeah.
So you guys
but we
can
are
go
on
that
a bit of
way
a time crunch.
if you want, and I can go to the igloo.
Yeah.
we should
That
all go
actually
in
makes
the
sense.
same direc-
We are
The
on a
giants
time
might
crunch.
not be. The
Yeah.
giants might not be open to.
I'm going to
us.
make sure my horn of blasting is very visible when I go walk up to the igloo.
Oh heck yeah!
So
Show it off.
you know what? Everybody, give me a perception, really quick.
Give you perception. Oh, I don't have.
Oh, hit
Yeah,
C.
you're
and
gonna
it
have to
should
go to
open up.
your.
Oh, C, right.
Yeah.
C.
Oh, I'm rolling like shit today.
Oh.
Perception.
I might need to switch
let me-
the actual real life dice too
Flight's
and
got
just
a
tilt my
22.
camera down so you can see it.
Well, I'll say that Flight notices because I mean you're curious about this lone figure in this hut that it can't fit inside of. Next to the figure is an anvil.
Yep, cool.
Like a
So we're
big
like a
anvil?
blacksmith.
Yeah, maybe
Giant sized or like normal person size?
a giant, giant sized.
Cool.
All right,
And,
so
cool.
giants to the igloo,
So
non-giants
you-
to the dock.
What did you say, Ample?
Giants to the igloo, non-giants to the dock. Is that the plan?
That seems to be, yeah. I mean, it seems like Bree is headed
Yep.
towards the igloo, and then you guys, yeah, and you guys are
Okay.
headed out towards the dock area. Okay.
Great.
So, yeah, Bree approaches.
Making sure my horn is visible so that they don't, try to murder me.
Okay, gotcha. How is it? Are you just holding it out? You're just like making sure to
It's
hold it.
probably just like wearing
No,
it
like, it's
like
on my.
around like your shoulder.
Let her tell us.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah.
probably it's just like it's attached to my belt, but I've made sure to like kind of clip it on so that it's like hanging from the front. Like, I'm not like
Fanny pack style.
shoving in people. Pardon?
Fanny
Fanny
pack
pack
style.
Yes, fanny pack style.
Okay, cool.
The most
Wonderful.
intimidating style.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this.
What?
I'm gonna leave you guys up there. I'm gonna bring Bree and Observer here. Let me plop an Observer down and a Bree down. Why can't you see right now? This map's stupid.
Yep.
Oh, you can see.
Well,
I saw in the overland.
I can only see my token, like literally only see my token.
Okay, that is what I'm dealing with. Hang on, let me see something.
Sorry, I need to go to the bathroom real quick. That'll be
No
right.
worries. I will fix this. Yeah, you should have.
Do we want to take a 5-minute break then?
Leave for
Wait
good
Yeah,
sake?
yeah, let's do it. Yeah, everybody, let's just take a quick bathroom break while we're
As good as time as any.
switching between. Hell yeah. You should have.
I'm gonna go grab my water.
I wonder why your token changed. And well, I mean, these guys should have torches anyway.
Hello.
What else do I need? So, have you guys been here before?
Here specifically, no.
Mm.
No. I
Cool.
think the first time we met the giants was when. But I also haven't been with them before. The entire
Sure.
time either.
Absolutely. This is going to be interesting, super interesting, especially to see how they react to you with that horn.
Yeah, I figure it should be fine because they should respect it, right? Like
Mm.
that's usually how they choose their leaders. So
Absolutely, but that is complicated in itself. Like, if the horn has chosen the leader, but I kill the person the horn chose and take the horn for myself, then the horn chose me.
true, you guys could be coming back to a very dead breed and a new character.
I'm sure between us and our new ally down at the docks, we'll be able to save you.
It's gonna be so funny if that's Gromangorn and I'm just
Yeah,
like
the
completely
king of
walking
the.
into something else.
That's right. That's absolutely right.
Yeah.
He lives in exile because everyone in the igloo hates the leader of the giants.
Oh no. Yeah, we'll see. It should be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely fine.
Mhm.
Alex is not so much of a bad storyteller to do that to us.
What did I
Said
miss?
perfectly in time for him to come back.
I return.
Don't
What
worry
did I
about
do?
it, Alex.
Don't
We're
worry
just
Worry
about
about
it.
it.
speculating about how you're going to fuck us over in the next couple sessions.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
You know, I don't put enough
Well,
conflict
what else
in
is
front
a
of you, to be
DM
honest.
for?
I know, right? I
Absolutely.
gotta create some sort of stuff. I don't know.
We
Oh.
charm our way
Yeah,
out
I'm
of
not sure.
trouble a lot.
I'm not. I can't remember if I mentioned this, but I actually did kill one of my players the last week.
Oh, really?
Wow.
No, you didn't
Yeah,
say.
they died. But then I reincarnated them as a drow. So
Very cool.
There you go.
yeah, but he actually made a very very serious mistake. He had gone up against some red caps, and he only took like one other person with him, and there were 3 of them. And red caps are really difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Rookie mistakes.
So, yeah, you got to bring all the men you
Or
can.
fire. Enough fire to deal with them. Oh wait, red
Okay.
caps are fire resistant, aren't they?
Oh,
Is it a
okay.
color thing?
I can see now, by the way.
Wonderful. Wunderbar. Okay, so let's see here. This is... Oh, I can show you this. This is what the front of it looks like. It's huge. There's 3
Ooh, cool.
openings to it.
Ooh.
Although the picture doesn't show, there's 2 frost giants standing on either side of the main entrance. And they just kind of... They see you coming. Or do they? Are you trying to be sneaky? No, you're trying to show...
No.
You're trying to display
She's
the
trying to be
horn.
like, yeah.
Proud,
Mhm.
tall.
For sure.
Mm.
So yeah, you just kind of stroll up to the front here, and they're just, let me see.
I'm going to say hail in giant.
You're gonna say what?
Hail.
Hail.
Like as in
Hail.
hail and Wilmette. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm trying to be extra formal because I do not know.
For sure. Oh, I don't want it that loud. All right, hang on. I'm looking for something here.
I don't know that you'll be able to find your dignity that easily, dude.
No,
Move on.
I lost that way behind us.
Wow. You're just on a roll these days.
Just getting too comfortable with you guys. Taking liberties.
I had a
I find
Gromagorn
that,
somewhere, right?
I feel like
I think so.
one of the easiest ways to
There it is.
feel comfortable with people and allow myself to be vulnerable with them
Oh yeah,
is
ribbing
to
is
just
totally
treat
a
them
thing.
like I've known them for 20 years and, you know, we can forgive each other.
Oh, for sure. You know, the people
ribbing is
that
totally a
I'm
thing.
nothing but nice to is usually just
Mhm.
regular people. But when you become my
Strangers,
friend, it becomes
absolutely.
yeah, it becomes more easy to just kind of joke around and be honest
It's a
about
very
stuff.
wild part of our society and human nature that we are much more respectful to strangers than we are to our closest people.
You're right.
Hmm.
Well, if you can't make fun of your friends, who can you make fun of?
Yeah.
It's very true. It's
People
very
behind
true.
their back.
Yeah. It is respect if you guys use that kind of language to show each other affection. It becomes respect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right. Cool.
So forgive me when I say these things, but I tease the
No, you're
people I
good.
love.
You good? You good?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
This is also what I do.
Water.
All right. Although whatever you said earlier is on recording, and you better believe I'm going back to listen to it.
God damn it. No one give him a timestamp. Babs, if you're in the chat, do not give him a timestamp. Make it hard for him. Make him work for it.
No, it's fine. I'm not worried about it. Okay, so Bree, you walk up to this giant igloo, and I think there's some sort of description I can give you. Maybe.
It's a giant igloo. Okay.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't matter. You saw the picture;
We
it
have the
speaks for
picture.
itself.
Yeah.
And these
Sounds
two
good.
frost giants are just there, and they're like,
Who goes there?
Bree Sparrowtail, I say very confidently.
Are we supposed to know who that is? Who's? You're so
I'm here to see my
small.
friend Gromangorn, I say.
Look, look, she's got fungus all over. Wait, Gromangorn?
Yes,
How you know Grom?
we're old friends. And I hold up my bracelet. She can have a matching one.
Dude, this is this must be who Grom was talking about. She beat them to Rhaegar Yarva's vault, and she's so. I thought you'd be bigger if you prove yourself to Rhaegar Yarva.
Do I need
Yo.
to prove myself by blowing this horn, I say, and I gesture to the horn at my
Oh,
waist.
jeez. Whoa! Holy throom. You. Okay, no, she must have done it. What brings you here?
I need to
Grom's
see
not here.
Gromangorn. Where is she?
Well, she was she was upset that we wouldn't let her lead, so she kind of wandered
You
off to
didn't
go
let her
think.
lead?
No, she didn't
Why?
prove herself. I mean, but go ahead.
She did prove herself. She didn't tell you?
What do you mean? You have the horn.
Yes. But she proved herself afterwards to me, who did win the horn. I might not be as big as you, but I am still a giant.
Yeah. I mean, far like a cousin of a cousin. But look, let's hang on. I mean, Gromangorn went north, but if you want to talk to our main guy, then we can take you. We can take you to the guy. Well, we don't. Sorry, we're just kind of not. We're kind of in a disarray right now. We don't have a leader, so we're all kind of taking turns. Whoever sits on the
Gromangorn
chair.
is your leader.
Gromangorn is our leader. Well, not
And
until.
I will. Who does she have to fight?
Probably you.
Where did you say Gromangorn was?
don't want to come in? You should come in and talk to leader. Grum and Gordon left, went out to talk to think at her thinking spot. Are you sure you don't want to come inside?
Can I do an insight check on that?
Sure.
I have a feeling they're just trying to get me in there to.
You're inciting what?
I think they're just trying to get me in there so that whoever's on the seat right now can fight me and take the horn. I think there's something nefarious going on here.
Okay.
So
Ugh.
I mean, that's not the best roll, but let me give them a roll.
if I get one more bad roll, I am going to switch to real
Like,
dice and aim my
real
camera
dice.
down.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. You can't put Foundry in dice jail, unfortunately.
No.
We
Although
can
they should.
trade a
go
dice
back.
Christ and the dice devil.
Yes.
Oh no! Yeah,
What,
they're
the Dice
up
Devil
to
has our back?
something. One of them's
Oh.
grinning and just kind of fiddling their thumbs behind their back. And the other one's kind of snickering and looking at the other one and then down to you and then back, kind of grinning.
I can't tell if you got a nat 20 or a nat 1. I suppose that's good.
Well, no, I guess your insight would be able to tell that they are
They're
lying.
hinky.
They got a 3.
Oh. I'm going to flip them the middle finger and walk off to go find Grom and Gorn.
What the? Rude. Jeez. Well, I mean, our leader used to do.
They fade off into the background. So let's jump over to the others. Actually, I'll activate everyone on the map, but technically we'll give them some time before you arrive because they split up at the same time.
Yeah.
It is saying I do not own a token with vision on this scene.
I know. I don't have any of your tokens yet. Hang on. I'll plop them down.
Okay. I'm gonna zoom out because I don't know.
There we got an ample, and we've got a flight. And just for the sake of Bree not having a totally black screen, no, that's just okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's Bree,
Thank you.
and you know what? I'll plop an observy boy here. All right, cool. So yeah, flight and ample. You kind of wander up, and there's a dock there. There's this big frost giant. You see that the anvil next to them is attached to a chain. This was Grom and Gorn's weapon from before. And to the right, you see this kind of small little stone cabin.
Looks maybe like a fisher's hut or something like that.
It would seem that makes sense. Yeah.
That looks like a net right there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it looks like people fish here. It looks like there's probably some spears and hooks, a few different things. There's probably like a dolphin carcass next to Grom and Gorn.
Cool.
Probably
Grommy!
like that.
Great to see you.
You can't speak giant. Can you?
Oh, Connor?
Can you not?
Oh, right.
I mean, I can.
Well,
I
maybe.
can.
Oh, he doesn't know. Can you?
I don't
Let
know.
me check my character sheet.
Oh, actually, I think you can.
Common, goblin, orc, thieves can't, undercommon, I think.
Oh, you're
Those are
right.
the goblins.
No giant.
Nope, no giants. So flight can speak giant though.
Sure. But yeah, I'll just speak common and I'll say, Grommy, great to see you.
Although, you know what? Probably her name is probably the same across languages. So the first part comes out regular and then just gibberish to her after that. And she kind of turns at just the noise.
Oh,
Hello.
it's you guys. What's up? Where's Bree?
Whoa, why the long face? You
Oh,
look
that's just
blue.
my beard.
Ample, Flight just kind of puts a hand on Ample's shoulder, like, settle down.
Mhm.
Because not that you would understand what she was saying anyway.
Right.
Oh, she doesn't speak common?
I don't think so.
No. Nope.
Okay,
Just,
that's cool.
but see, this is for Flight because Flight can understand what she's saying. So.
Oh yeah. Well, where's
Flight will
Bree?
look up at her. She went over to the big igloo over there.
Oh no, they're trying to. Oh god, they had plans to trick her, and I hope she doesn't fall for it. They're gonna try to steal the weapon and take it for themselves. They don't trust me that someone else earned it. They think that she had help, and I don't know. I'm just.
Flight just kind of looks back over towards the igloo. Can I see what's going on over there at all? Or is it too dark?
Well, you can see. I mean, it's dim because of your vision. You can go up to it and inspect it, but you can see it. You're just not super clearly.
So it's just dim light still.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, you can see the light from
around
Gromagord's torch.
Okay. It actually disappeared. Like, not there anymore. So.
What? Gromagord's torch? Oh.
Yeah, it's the torchlight went away.
If you click yourself, I think it'll come. I don't know. Yeah, that's weird.
Oh yeah, no, never mind. I can see it now.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that though.
Cool. Yeah, that's a little weird why I did that. Whatever. Anyway, he's just gonna look over in that direction towards the dimly lit igloo and says, "Can I see Bree at all?"
Not yet. Bree is probably still over talking to them at this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you look at the igloo. Would
I be able to hear anything from over there?
Give me a perception.
What's she saying, Fly?
He just kind of like turns his ears as they kind of twitch as they try to listen in.
He was asking you what the frost giant had
19.
said to you.
Yeah, no worries. I was
Okay,
just
cool.
filling the space.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, it's just Flight just kind of he's not really paying attention to what Ample's saying right now. He's turned his ears toward the igloo.
Right. Yeah, your attention is over at that. I mean, it looks like the front door is way smaller than Gromagord can fit inside of. And a 19 perception. Let's see something here.
On the igloo?
Yeah.
That's what you're perceiving, right? Noises from the igloo?
Oh, I thought you said for like that, like the door to the igloo was like way too small for her.
Yeah.
Then it wouldn't fit the other giants, then, would it?
No.
Huh.
I'm not.
I wonder why they're guarding the igloo then.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Hang on. You're trying to look back at where Bree is, not the small little hut. Okay, yeah, you said igloo, not hut.
Not the
Gotcha,
hut. I'm trying to figure out what's happening with the igloo, the giant igloo. That Bree went to.
Gotcha.
Can I hear anything coming from there?
Well, shoot, yeah. I guess if you look back that way, yeah. I mean, I guess you probably just see Bree talking to the two people out front because their torches are lit. So you just kind of see her figure and these two towering figures lit up in front of her. So she's silhouetted, and you just see the conversation. It's pretty far, so you can't hear exactly what's being said.
Well, she's still just right there. Looks like she's just talking to them right now. And see, that's just what he's saying in giant to Gromagorn. Then he turns back to Ample. He says, apparently the giants are plotting to kill Bree for that horn that she has.
Kill Bree? What? We gotta get her. We gotta go get her.
Hold on. She's saying that they had laid some kind of trap. Doesn't look like she's fallen for it quite yet.
So yeah, you're just keeping your eyes on Bree, watching the conversation, making sure everything's okay at the mention of this trap. Eventually, Bree turns around and starts walking towards you guys.
And sees Ample running towards her like this. Hasn't gotten too far.
Bree, so you enter the scene. What are you doing?
They try to
Fine,
trick
they're
you.
all idiots. They're not. It was very obvious that they were going to try to kill me and take the horn. And then I switched to giant and translate that for Gromangorn's benefit.
Oh, Bree. Oh, gosh. They are not listening to me. They told me I wasn't worthy. If I wanted their respect, I would have to go kill a dragon or bring them freaking Vasavikin's axe, but that's way back. We're at home.
Bless you.
And
Yeah.
She leans down and scrunches up as much as she can to try to hug you.
Yeah, she'll give her a hug back and tap her back as hard as she can to try and give her a back pat. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back to that igloo, and I'm going to blow this horn in their faces. And then if they still don't listen, we're just going to leave because they're not worth your time anymore.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll stick together then.
Yes. I am not leaving you with people who do not respect you and all that you've already done for this tribe.
Well, they called me a failure. You're right. They don't deserve me.
They
That's
do
right.
not. So we're gonna go back
Amen.
to this igloo, and I'm going to
don't
blow
know.
this horn in their faces. Really,
I was
used to blow this horn.
hoping that I come out here. Well, let's go, but yeah, this is just my spot. Let me get another last glimpse.
And she just kind of like stares out into the sea of moving ice. Yeah, I don't think you guys can see further than the thing. Okay, yeah, cool. And then she like shakes her head, not able to spot something, and then like turns around to follow you.
Great.
The resource manager in me wants to bring up the idea of potentially if Dr. Lazarus has any buffing spells to cast them on Bree as we're heading to the igloo. But he's not here, and I don't want to step on anyone's toes.
Well, if he has a... I
Well,
mean,
if
I
he's not
agree. I
coming
probably
with
would have
us,
looked at
then-
that too. Let's see. I think he swapped out some of the stuff he had. Invisibility, but no actual buffing.
How long does that last?
That lasts for an hour, if I'm not mistaken.
That sounds right.
Ample walks up to the doctor as we're heading to the igloo and says, Doctor, is there any way you could help me hide in the snow a little better as we head up? I think maybe I'll take a side entrance, see if I can get a better view on the situation.
In fact, I do. You want to climb into this box? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, you're just like
Anything
Dave,
for you,
I
Doc.
swear. You love climbing inside of boxes. Remember Jarlmoot?
It reminds me of my childhood. It's the best. A box is simply a portal to the imagination.
But no. Let's do this. and he touches you and casts invisibility on you.
Heck yeah.
And you become invisible for an hour. Ample's form vanishes.
It lasts
yeah.
an hour or until you attack or
You
impose a saving
attack
throw on
someone.
another
It's not
creature.
greater invisibility. Yep. No
Mhm.
worries.
Attack or impose a saving throw. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No worries. Okay.
Bree and Flight, roll a history check.
Green flight roll a history check. Here we go.
313.
History.
Hmm.
And
How long ago was the Upside Down Tower? You think?
that was middle of this month, so like
Yeah, it was
maybe
a little bit.
10 day and a half ago, maybe.
Okay.
I think it was around the. If I had to guess, it would be like the 13th. Because I'm looking at the calendar right now.
Well, I rolled one for Dr. Lazarus. He got a little bit higher. Dr. Lazarus, in response to Ample asking if anyone has any buffing spells or anything, he's like, he's thinking about his spells that he's got. He comes up empty, but he like, oh, and he reaches into his bag and he pulls out this colorful potion that a few of you had gotten.
Right.
Maybe these would do some good. I identified them for you, assuming that somebody would have identified
cool.
them by now.
He identified. He identified.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. So then, yeah, they should. I think they should be maybe. Flight,
Yeah,
do
I
you
have a
have
potion
yours?
of force resistance.
If I'm not mistaken, I gave the cold resistance one to Sal.
Oh, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Well, would she have known that it was a cold resistance one when you gave it to her?
Yeah, she was there when we identified them. We identified them while she was still with us. So.
She wouldn't have taken that from you, to be honest.
Okay. Cool.
She would have just
I'm not
said
sure
like,
I'm not sure if.
I'm sorry,
I'm not
I don't
sure if
need
cold
that.
resistance. Yeah, if I'm not sure if cold resistance is gonna do much good unless they actually, do things that impose cold damage on us. But that might be useful if we're out in the tundra.
These
and
frost
none of us
giants
get
probably
exhausted.
won't do any cold damage.
Yeah, no, they're probably gonna hit us with weapons.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah. I have a potion of force resistance, which isn't likely to help here, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay.
That's all I
So we
got.
have
Sorry.
them. Inventory. I'll go ahead and add the potion of cold resistance to my.
I was being a little bit facetious. I think these frost giants might actually do cold damage on us. We'll find out.
Yeah, I know. Well, I think they have like immunity to cold damage, but I don't know if they.
Are you laughing at me?
I don't know if they. I don't know if they inflict. I don't know if they inflict cold damage.
We'll find out.
You guys sure will find out.
Well, in the event that they do, I have the potion and I
That's
can use it on somebody. So
Absolutely.
there's no point in using it before we know it's going to be useful.
That's
For
right.
sure. Let me add it to you.
No, I got it. I'm adding one. So potion of cold resistance. What is that noise?
Oh, that's
You
my
sanding?
bad. I forgot to mute my mic again. No, I'm
Washing dishes.
doing, actually I'm scraping out the bottom of this watermelon shell to create basically a platter for the next half of the watermelon.
Oh, nice. I knew you were going back for the watermelon. Actually,
Yeah.
how are you adding it, Flight?
I could just add things to the inventory on my character sheet.
Oh, like custom. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, I added
you
one
got it. You got it.
that has,
Yeah,
like,
like
when
an
you
icon.
use it, it applies effects and stuff.
Okay, neat. I will just go ahead and get rid of this one then.
Cuckoo. Okay, cool. So yeah, you guys reapproach the front of this ice den. The two frost giants are still up there, and
You're back. You changed your mind then. Oh, and you brought a little kitty cat with you.
Oh, these guys.
Bree will.
Flight's gonna. Flight actually seems like a little bit more like confident in the situation. He just kind of grins up at them. Careful, you don't want Sorry, I had a frog in my throat. Careful, you don't want this one to claw. You don't want this kitty to claw your eyes out.
No.
He says that giant.
No, yeah, I would not want that. My eyeballs are huge, though. It'd be but a mere scratch.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure I could hold it in one hand. And he kind of flashes his hand, the one of his hands out and like holds out his claws. I don't know.
Do you want to do an intimidation? Oh.
No, he's just he's not done yet. He's gonna hold his hand like kind of like eyeball his hand like next to up against one of the up against his view of one of the giant's eyes. Yeah, I bet I could hold that in one hand.
Okay.
So Bree-
If you want me to.
Bree is going to walk up within reach of them. Well, not within reach, but like walk up close to them. And she's going to symbiotic entity.
Okay.
And so she's going to burst out in mushrooms. And she's going to glower at them. And she's going to yell. And she's going to yell in giant. You will obey my wishes when it comes to your leadership. And she blows the horn and yells for Icewind Dale in common, which was kind of the phrase that I had chosen to activate it. And she blows into the horn.
Okay.
Crying out loud.
Okay,
I got a 7.
On your intimidation. Nice, yeah. They just kind of shrug you off and wave their hand at you. 30-foot cone. So hang on. Let's put you in a spot where that would hit both of them.
None of those
right?
were good rolls. I did it like 3 times.
Well, whatever.
It was just not responding. So my bad.
You'll be able to place it down. No, I'm not worried about it. Okay, so Bree, you do it. I guess go ahead and
Yeah, you guys
click
should
it.
probably stay. I would have told you guys to stay further back from.
Although, you know what?
Yeah.
Ample is invisible. Let's check in with where he maybe went and placed himself before you blew the horn.
Ample, on approach, will stay out of any kind of light source as they approach to not give them like footprints to spot. And he will wait for the moment that Bree blasts the horn to then dash to the right-hand side and go north on this map.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So
Totally.
when she triggers her thing, I'm going to trigger my thing.
Also, is Lazarus with us helping us? I don't see his token on the screen.
Sure. He would be there.
Um,
Well, technically, he was
Okay.
going to be staying back with the Ceramorphs, but that's just what
well,
I
we also
said.
have
Would you like
with
him to
us,
be
don't
here?
we?
Oh, Gromangorn is definitely there with you. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
So
It would
hang
be
on.
nice to have the extra firepower.
Yeah, precisely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think he'll be our.
Yeah, you said you wanted to stay away from the light sources, so yeah.
Yeah, so that's I moved him up that way.
'Cause I
so
think
he's
you
just right
do
outside.
still have it.
We might be able to.
I don't know if you have a shadow while you're invisible, but
I don't think so.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't think so. That wouldn't make sense.
I don't think
Yeah.
you would.
Because light is passing through, so nothing's blocking it. Yeah. All right, cool. Well, your choice. You're technically within dim light range. I don't know if I'm not worried about it. You're cool there. Okay. So yeah, Bree walks up. Gromangorn is just kind of like standing confident behind you, arms crossed, dragging their anvil, mace. No, Morningstar-ish looking thing, and
Yeah.
that's what has a chain on it, right? Morningstar.
It's a flail. It's
Flail, whatever.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. But whatever it is, dragging behind, arms crossed, Bree pulls out the horn from her fanny pack and blows it at these guys. Just blow. Yeah.
Yeah. Place measured
And so your scroll wheel will change the direction of it?
Yeah, does the blast thing have to be on me?
It's centered on you.
No, well, I figure you put yourself in the place to hit them. So put it wherever and then place your token where that makes sense afterwards.
Okay, I think I want to be one more step forward.
Okay, well, I don't think you can move yourself before. Yeah, there you go. Cool. All
Okay.
right. Did it do it?
Okay.
Oh, I didn't play the thing.
Play the thing?
I
Oh, it didn't play the sound effect.
yeah, I picked out a horn sound.
Aw.
Well, so click the damage, and that should provoke the.
They need to.
thing.
Oh, right. Okay. Damage.
There's a
Normal.
roller on the thing, it looks like.
Not bad.
That's not bad. That is not
Heck
a bad
yeah.
roll at all.
No. Oh, there's the horn noise.
Yeah, I went and played it manually.
Oh, it does it? Okay.
Hell yeah! And then you also have to roll
Yeah.
a D100 percentile.
Yep. The 100% chance.
It's 0 to
81.
20, right?
Up there.
Yep. Well, 1 to 20.
Each
Because
user
double
of
zero is
damage has a 20%. I guess we didn't specify, but yeah, that makes sense. The low end would be
Yeah.
that. Cool. So you're good. It does
Mhm.
not explode on you. These guys both have to do a saving throw here. One fails, one succeeds. So one takes half of the damage. Okay. Does it push them back or anything?
If the one that fails
No,
is deafened.
the one that it was successful for, it's deafened for a minute.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, the one that fails the save is deafened.
Hell yeah. Okay, so this one to the top like holds their ears. Ah!
It's
Ah!
heard from 600 feet away.
Holy crap.
So everyone has heard this.
It's oh
The
my
entire
gosh.
igloo would shake. Hmm.
Mhm. Yeah, the igloo
Holy-
probably does shake and crack a bit.
Ooh. Oh my lord! And I guess you can see down this front hallway, and like there's you kind of see one guy sitting in this big ice throne that kind of looks up down the hall, and a couple of the other ones look around. This big old like woolly mammoth steps aside from inside and is looking out,
Cool.
and the guy in the chair pats the woolly mammoth on the head, and then they all I guess kind of get up. The one in the chair stays put, but the ones in front of them get up and start moving towards you. Ample, you are going to dash into the
Yeah.
opening.
Yeah, because there's 3 entrances, right, from the image we saw earlier.
Yes, yeah, it looks like there's
Yeah.
3 big openings in the front there.
So if they're
so-
going in the center one, I'm going in the right-hand side.
Okay, so give me a stealth with advantage, because they're
Mhm.
totally distracted, and actually... You know what? I'm just gonna let you do it because that one's deafened and is
sure.
not even paying attention at all.
Yeah,
Okay.
that makes sense.
It would
Yeah.
it would have to be hearing based anyway, and he would automatically.
It would be such
Yeah.
a low DC. Like, I get it totally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So
It
yeah, I
looks
guess
like we,
Ample.
we triggered the perfect run.
Fuck yeah. So yeah, where do you? I guess. Hang on. Let's just see. You got. I guess you would
entrance right there,
dash.
isn't
So
it?
well, here I'll let. I'll
Yeah,
let you
I
do
would.
the movement.
I would
Sorry.
absolutely dash.
Whoops,
So I
hang
was
on,
standing
where was
like. I was probably walking behind the giant, to stay in her kind of footprints. So I was still hidden.
Mhm.
And then as soon as the blast went off, I just dashed to the side and it took about 60 feet. So it should be another couple squares, but I'm not sure exactly where the entrance is. So I would be headed directly towards that, but I can't see it yet.
Oh, gotcha.
Should
Yeah,
be
I guess you
this
kind of
right
see
Oh,
the
there it
opening
is.
there.
I see. Yep. So I'll stop at the very corner of the entrance and just wait to see if anyone rushes out in reaction to Bree, and then I'll head in if anyone walks out after anyone's walked out.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, awesome. Yeah, I guess these giants just storm. The ground is shaking, boosh, boosh, as they walk out towards you. Let me see. Do I have? do that. Let's just. I know this is don't look at the title of this song. It has nothing to do with this.
No worries.
Well, now I'm going to look.
Of course. Cool. So yeah, just giants start to just make their way out of this building towards you guys. What's going on? I heard a horn. You know what? Yeah, and Ample sees like the silhouette of one of these things like moving out of the doorway. There's another one exiting from the door where he's right at. He's filling the doorway, holding. Well, this guy's holding it's like a big carving knife. Like covered in blubber, and it's just dripping. It's fresh. And then these other ones are just kind of exiting the front door. Are you? I don't know. Are you waiting there? Are you intending to just take them all on?
Oh, all of us?
I mean, essentially, if you want to do more before they get
there?
closer. Sorry, what?
No, I was just waiting for them to get closer.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, you hold your spot. Flight, do you do anything? Are you muted? Did we lose you?
Maybe.
He flew away.
He flew away. Badoom.
Amber will just stay completely stock still against the wall, knowing that any movement will betray his presence, letting people pass as much as possible to get behind sight lines.
Oh, you guys. This is
Gorn talking, just laughing, like.
My best friend is gonna kick your ass. You shouldn't have treated me like that.
Cool. And then yeah, they're just running out. This one sees the one that's grasping their ears and is like, what the heck? What's happening? Oh, looks down and sees you with the horn. She's got the horn. Guys! It's the person who beat Regayava before Gorn called. She's so small and she got mushrooms all over her. You gotta look.
She's so small, she's gonna blow the horn again.
Oh,
and I believe it's gonna hit him from there.
Yeah,
don't need to yell.
Well,
right
I'll move
here.
it a little bit forward.
It would have.
I think
It would have hit him anyways. I believe.
Maybe, but either way.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So click your damage and your D100.
It's also not a bad roll. 75, still good.
Ooh.
Someone crit failed.
Yeah, I see that.
No.
Who is it?
No,
Let
that's
me
the
see.
horn.
Is it the
That's
same
the
guy?
horn blasting
It's the
again.
same guy who was already deafened. He just gets blown back against the edge of the wall and just falls to the ground, screaming, blood spraying from their ears. Let me apply their damage.
You will listen to me, or you will listen no longer to anything.
And the one that's been avoiding this for the most part is like putting their arm out to stop everyone from coming forward.
Stop! She's blowing the horn at us! Stop! They blew out Fred's eardrums!
Oh.
Red!
Is the other one named George?
Sure. I'm
Fantastic.
horrible with thematic names of Fred and George.
It's,
I assume now that they're troublesome twins and that they have red hair instead of white.
Yeah, it's a weird, like everyone seems to be an exact
A
twin.
red-headed
They're like
giant.
octuplets or something. Or however many are in there. Okay, so yeah, they're stopping the other ones. The other ones kind of come up and stop there, right behind the other one, and are just
So
kind
I've
of
told
wide-eyed
them
at you.
you will listen to me or you will listen no longer. Last thing I said.
And this one comes out and sees the bleeding-eared Fred and is like, "Fred!"
No! we no.
Yeah, just consoling Fred as just down looking at Fred's weapons or at his ears, and looks up at you frightened and just like drops the carving knife. Ample. It exited the doorway. I don't know if you were trying to go in or what are you doing.
Yeah. I'll head in as soon as I can get behind it. I'll head into the doorway.
Okay.
But yeah, if I have a moment, I will absolutely take it. That's about 30. 1, 2,
Oh, you know what?
3,
Hang on.
4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
These people are blind,
one
so
too
you
many.
should have some light. So you enter this room.
I'll stick to that wall and take a peek around the corner.
A sour stench of decay fills your nostrils. Lying on the ice-packed ground is a frozen corpse of a whale, crudely butchered. Nope, that paring knife is outside, and then I guess there's two frost giants kind of over it, kind of looking out the door, curiously, like, what's going on out there?
It looks like there might be a little cubby spot on the other side of this doorway that he can get behind. So, if he gets a moment when they're not looking directly at the doorway, he will take a chance to do a barrel roll across the gap and get into that corner. Not so dramatic. He's invisible. He can tiptoe.
Sure.
But only when they stop looking at the door.
Okay. Well, they are staring at the door for a while. So you're just kind of sitting there.
And if they
peeking
start
around the
moving
corner.
towards it, he will move back. Or actually, if it looks like it might be a tough squeeze. If they move towards the door, he's going to try and let them slip past him by standing like right the fuck there,
right on the edge.
They'll just like move past, like as still as possible. And if they brush against him, just acting like he's a part of the wall and let their gear scrape him if necessary.
Okay. Well, after a while, I guess they're just staring at the door and they're just kind of listening to what's going on. They hear the one frost giant yelling about Fred's ears and Fred yelling about his ears. And so like the one turns to the other one and is just like, something's going on out there. Tell the others. That was probably a moment where he looked away. If you did want to roll across, or if you wanted, however you want to be.
Yeah, I'll take that moment if I can. Let's do a dash action and move across here.
Okay. So yeah, you're just kind of hiding in the shadow there, and that guy stays there. This other frost giant moves back through this doorway and then through this building here. And back to Flight. Do we have you?
Yeah, you have me.
Okay. Have you been doing anything?
No. You just was like he'll just be standing there with his arms crossed.
Okay. Okay, cool.
All about Bree.
Yeah, you and Grom and Gorn are just back there like, yeah, Bree's got this. And I guess all these frost giants are piling up at the front of this giant igloo, and 4 giants. And Bree, what else do? You've got this horn, you've blown it twice, blown out Fred's eardrums, and you just kind of stand there confidently. Go ahead.
And threaten them with more deafening. And she will yell at them in giant. Gromangorn has already fought a dragon and survived, which is a mighty task in and of itself. I'd like to see any of you fight a dragon and survive. It has already taken many of your good warriors, and Gromangorn has proved herself in this way. He is your leader.
Okay. Give me Oh, you're talking about the original fight. Yeah, just a persuasion with advantage.
I need that with the way my rolls have been going tonight, especially since
Hey,
I've been
you're
going
building
on
karma. You're building karma.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
That's right.
There's one.
That's just one. Okay,
Wow.
I was like, oh no. Oh, 17. Okay, cool.
17.
Yeah.
Yay!
Oh, nice.
I guess
The one in the front is just
calm down. You guys want to keep your ears. She might be more worthy than we thought. I'm sorry, chosen one. I didn't mean to doubt Rhaegar Yarva's choosing. You earned this officially, and Gromangorn. Look. We need to make sure we pick the right leader. I'm sorry.
and they all like get down on their knees and I guess bow to you, Bree.
Bree will step aside so that they're bowing
Queen.
To Gromangorn.
to
And Gromangorn's
Gromangorn
just like,
instead.
Oh, Bree.
Like
Guys.
outside, too.
Look,
There.
we may have lost Billigan to the dragon, but he was old. I'm confident that I can lead us to victory against Arviaturis. No matter what kind of magic her rider has.
Arviaturis was the name?
yes.
That.
Okay.
And
Can
against
I
the
infer
Frost
that-
Maiden.
I can infer that that's probably the name of the dragon, right?
The one that you guys fought, yeah. And I think at the end there, she had mentioned like no matter what what kind of magic her rider might have. So you're like, oh, a rider. And then after waiting a number of times and hearing through the door this change of attitude from its companions, the other frost giant in front of the whale leaves the room, cuts past Ample. And heads
Bree's
out the
going
door.
to start up a chant once Gromangorn finishes her speech, and she's going to start pounding her staff and go, Gromangorn! Gromangorn!
Okay, give me a performance and a persuasion. I don't know.
Can she be assisting me because I have a better performance modifier?
Well, you're not the one who was doing it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So you can
Okay.
assist me and give me advantage.
Sure, I'll
Yeah,
give
you can assist
advantage.
her. 8 with advantage? No.
Wow.
Oh
Wow.
boy. But give me a persuasion as well.
That was my. Oh wait, no, that was my.
That was your
Okay.
That was you just chanting Gromangorn. But you still might be able to
Okay.
convince them. Oh, 16. Okay, cool. So they end up they just end up chanting Grom, 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 Grom. They don't catch on to your chant, but they
Oh,
are
no.
Like a
persuaded
one-syllable
to
chant.
chant.
Yeah. Prefer a one-syllable chant over a three-syllable chant.
Oh yeah, it's just easier. So yeah, they're all cheering. I guess they kind of
The person who was sitting in the throne, have they moved? Not that Ample can see them, but from the group's perspective.
No, but I mean, you know what?
This is
Oh,
going to be
actually,
so cool. I can't
Bree
wait.
and Flight probably aren't
Let's go.
in sight of them anymore.
No.
Oh, really?
Side of what?
All right.
Side of what?
It's
Exactly.
directly down that main hallway. Like, I think when you were in the middle, you guys could have seen directly in towards the throne.
We did.
We did, yeah.
Cool.
Um,
Can Ample take another movement? Yeah.
yeah. So you're
Great.
in this room with
yeah,
this cut up whale.
Gross. I will skirt around it, jump over its tail, and see what I can see around the next bend.
Okie dokie.
If there's no movement, I'll. Ooh.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that they should have lit torches here.
All good.
So I guess you peek around the corner into through the next room, and you see just a big table with a number of frost giants just sitting around it, and the other guy standing near the doorway, just kind of explaining, pointing out, saying like,
Look, guys, it sounds like somebody's here, and I think the chosen one is here. Somebody's hurt. I don't know. I don't know what to do, but I thought I should let you guys know that dinner's almost ready.
Wait, who's hearing this?
Ample is.
No one.
You can't.
Ample's hearing them speak in giant, but
you don't understand.
Right.
Even if Ample doesn't understand, Andrew wants to hear all these things, so keep going.
Sure.
Absolutely. I can play the part, and Ample isn't responding to any of it, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
So Ample's going to see this group of people and avoid them and slip into the main room if possible from here. I don't know if that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Okay. So he'll have to come over here. And I guess, that's a lot of movement. I've just done probably about two movements worth of stuff. So, why don't I just sit here and we swap back?
That's cool. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
Bree is going to kneel in front of Grom and Gorn and say, leader of the giants, the chosen of Regiarva needs your assistance in a battle.
Is it
a battle? What? Gromangorn, what
It would bring you and your tribe great glory.
Glory.
Yeah, give them what they want.
We fight the Frost Maiden herself and her minions.
Oh, the Frost
Dragon.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, guys. Do you guys want to fight the Frost Maiden? She
That
made this
bitch?
place.
Yeah!
She made this place pretty hospitable to us. It's been just the right temperature ever since we moved out here. But where are we fighting her?
At the town of Bryn Shander.
Oh, we gotta go near people?
The people would welcome you with open arms as you're coming to defend them, and I will be there to act as a translator.
Oh, gross. They're all so puny. Of course they need our help. We're strong! Oh, boy.
Yes, show them the might of the giants.
So... Yeah, I guess...
Roll another persuasion check.
Yeah,
do another persuasion.
Okay. Yay.
I'm hand waving too much stuff.
Yes!
I would say that if you persuade this guy, who the fuck is this guy? Like, we should be persuading the leader, not a rando at the door.
Well,
this is their leader.
Oh, this is the leader? Oh, fuck
yes,
yeah.
I just made Gromangorn leader.
The leader.
Oh,
the
you're
leader.
persuading Gromangorn.
Yes.
Right, okay, cool. I thought it was just a rando. I thought it was George.
You know what?
And they don't really have a true leader right now because they've just been switching people around, like going one at a time. Everyone's a leader for a day.
Yeah.
Uh,
But we absolutely saw someone in the seat, right? So
right. So
Whoever's
Ample,
the leader for the day.
But they've
You're-
all bowed at this point, so
I guess you probably can't see other than in that room. The leader, you hear movement in the room to the south, Ample, and probably like 6 footsteps all together moving. And Bree eventually sees one frost giant kind of push through the crowd out to the front.
What's going on here? You guys get back. We're about to eat dinner, and you gotta wash your hands. Gormangorn, you guys? What the hell? Why are Fred's ears bleeding? What did you do, Grom?
Oh, I don't need.
It's all the same picture. I'm the leader now. Bree said everyone agrees. You get off the throne. I am in charge, and we're gonna go fight and stand for Icewind Dale with Bree, my best friend. And if you guys fight good, she might make you all bracelets. Like this. And everyone's like,
Oh. They look at each other.
Oh,
Whoa.
bracelets, yeah. Yeah,
Oh
bracelets.
my gosh.
I want a bracelet.
No,
you have a
we
bracelet.
take turns. It's still my turn to be leader. I've got another week.
I blow the horn at him.
Okay.
Do you want to
Although,
hit the mammoth too? I don't know. If
yeah,
you wanna
I
hit the
think.
mammoth.
I mean, technically, they're all kind of bundled together. You're going to risk hitting other people, but you totally can.
Well, I can step
I
back.
mean, she can angle it. She can angle it.
Okay,
Yeah.
for sure.
Here, let me figure. I'll say I move to wherever I place the thingamajig.
Yeah, the cone.
Yep.
We could say like you use it as a way to trigger advantage on an intimidation check, so you're not like hurting
Well,
anyone.
it's still
you're,
gonna
like-
deal damage, and you need to make a.
It's
Yeah.
still gonna deal damage.
but
Yeah.
you could absolutely like point it up. If you point it up, it's not going to hit anyone, but it's going to intimidate the fuck out of them.
It still might.
I
it
think
still
she's
might-
cool with
I
damaging.
think I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
want to damage him. And his.
I'm just
Holy
throwing
mammoth.
ideas out there.
So click the damage button.
Yep.
You kind of like roll to the side and blast another war horn.
Nice.
Oh wow, they both succeed. Is it? Oh, it's half damage still. Okay.
Yeah.
It's half damage. And then roll the D100.
Right. Yep.
Okay.
crossed, here we
Still
go.
holding.
Oh,
Still
good.
okay.
Still okay. Not exploded. That is good. Okay, so yeah, you damage this guy, and he like his ears are ringing, but he like looks up at you, looks at the group, and they're like not on his side, but takes his axe that he's holding, looks at his mammoth, and is like, "Get ready, buddy. We're taking these fuckers down. Gormangorn."
You asked for this, you son of a bitch.
And I guess roll for an initiative with this guy.
Roll initiative.
Cool.
Here we go.
Hang on, you won't be able to do it yet. Now you
Okay.
can.
Got it.
And Ample, you probably, yeah.
Mm.
There is
Yeah,
some
I'll-
You probably don't
information.
understand that.
Oh, there it
It's
is.
a little
I would have
dice
absolutely taken the opportunity when the horn went off to get a better position.
Okay,
That seems to be my trigger time.
sure. So yeah, go ahead and head to wherever you are headed.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can get pretty much one more space with one movement. And actually, if I can, this central plateau of ice, how high is that? High enough to crouch behind?
Ba, 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 ba.
One, two,
What
three,
is that? I'm looking at the.
5, 6. Yeah, about there. That'll be good.
Yeah. So that's just kind of a big chunk of ice that's sticking
Heck
up.
yeah.
I guess they're using it
I'll
as a
take
table, so
cover.
sure.
Yeah, I'll take cover behind the ice chunk and take out my crossbow.
Okay, hell yeah. All right.
Could you point out which one is the leader that we're fighting right now? The
That
fake
is this
leader.
boy.
It's
Thank you.
right at the front. Had pushed through.
Okay. So I can't hit him directly, but I could take shots at the back line. Cool.
Totally. All right, let me move this here.
Although I think the other giants aren't fighting with him, it's just him.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they're going to intervene, but
Yeah, Ample's playing stealth right now, so he's not going to shoot unless absolutely necessary to save someone's life. And I only want to target that guy.
All right. Dope. All right. Do I got everyone in the list? You know what? Grom and Gordon is unsure at the moment, but will probably join you in the second round.
I should really hope so. She needs to prove herself.
That's true. Okay. Well, you know what? And that said, she'll just join you at the beginning. So, Flight, you have the first move here. What are you doing?
Flight's going to he's going to open up with Fist of Unbroken Air. Just pull this back up. He's gonna pull back his fist and take a stance and shoot out his fist like so. Oh, I need to target. There we go. Okay, and he needs to make a strength saving throw.
Click the damage.
Yeah, I'm looking the damage. Oh, that's a good roll. That's 21.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, a 9. He takes 21 bludgeoning damage.
21 bludgeoning damage. He is knocked 20 feet away from me and falls prone.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Okay, well...
He gets pushed into his boys. I love that.
I guess he gets shoved back into his boys. He gets knocked back at least to probably here, we'll say, even though it's kind of overlapping. Well, whatever. This guy gets pushed back a little bit. They're like bowling pins almost. You knock this guy back. He falls. You say he's prone?
He's prone, and then Flight is going to run up to him. And I'm guessing he like falls flat on his back or something.
Yeah, exactly. You hit him in the top, and he just flips over. His feet shoot out from under him.
Okay, and then he's going to bring down as a bonus action because I can do this when I use key points. I can still bonus action attack with an unarmed strike. Claws. Oh, and I have advantage actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was
So it's just one of them, but you have advantage.
Yeah, it was weird. I saw it roll too, and then I.
Well, wait. Why do you have advantage?
Because he's prone.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, one was 17, one was 2, so the 17 would have clinched it. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, then I rolled that one. So.
Booyah. Okay, yeah, so that
so
one totally hits. Click for damage on that guy. You slash up at his belly.
I'm actually aiming for his face.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah, you could get at his face. You kind of maybe you just kind of jump up on top of him for a second and scrape him while he's down.
And I actually, my claws aren't actually gonna like sever anything. I'm actually gonna go for his throat.
Okay.
I'm gonna jump. Flight's gonna jump on top of him, bury his claw in his throat, and he's also gonna speak. Your rightful leader has been chosen. Usurpers will not be tolerated.
He I guess feels at his neck, just angry. Looks down at you, angry. Looks up at you, angry. Do you have more? I know you have a ton.
That's it. That's turn.
All right, that's turn.
That was my action, my movement, and my bonus action.
Yeah. Ample is gonna stay put, I think. there's not much I can do magically or anything to help, Bree do this. Actually, I'll do a bonus action insightful fighting on the closest ice frost giant to me, so I can at least get sneak attack if I need it later.
Okay, I hear that. Okay, so a deception by one of those
Yeah,
guys.
versus insight. Not bad.
Ooh, that's a
Dirty
pretty
20.
Pretty good.
Oh, I think I'm on the wrong screen. That's why it's not coming up. Okay. Let's get to your moves.
And perhaps I could take a investigation check to just look at the room around me, see if there's anything that might help the situation. Something around the throne that might, help out. I don't know.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, the room is empty, although it's unlit. But you can kind of look around. We'll say that you have some movement. I mean, you're looking towards the throne, so you can walk up to
Yeah.
that. And I know things within 10 feet of you, you can see really well. So
Absolutely, yeah.
You
So
kinda-
I'll just take a look around, see if there's anything. Otherwise, I'll stick behind the ice block.
okay. You notice that on the throne itself, see, there's like a rune
Hmm.
carved into the back of it, and it
Mhm.
seems magical in some way.
Cool.
You don't know exactly what it might do, but
No worries. Very cool.
And they
I'm.
they got a 20, but I think you matching it gets you the insightful fighting,
Makes
so
it-
you do
beats
have
it?
advantage.
Heck
For
yeah! Thank you.
Yeah, for contest, the tie goes to whoever's turn it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I'm done. Let's move on.
All right, cool. All right, Bree, you are up. Flight has knocked this asshole down. His mammoth is still sitting there looking at I guess Grom and Gorn and you. What are you doing?
I'm going to ignore the mammoth, and I am going to instead point at the ice giant and say, "Let's light a fire under your ass so that you decide more quickly." I'm going to cast Create Bonfire.
Yeah. Okay.
So I will just do it roughly in the middle of his token.
Max damage.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord.
Then prone. Hold on.
It's not your lord. It's your leader. Now kneel. Whoa! I didn't mean to do that. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay. They
So he
succeed
needs to make
on a 19.
Damn it! Still
Do they
eight
take
damage.
half, or do they take anything?
Half on a
Oh no, they
success.
take none.
Wait, no, it's a cantrip. It's a cantrip, so he doesn't take any.
Damn. And he had disadvantage on his dex save, right? Because of
No,
him
he
being
doesn't.
prone.
Prone doesn't.
Damn, that sucks.
disadvantage on any save.
Yeah, he got a crit on his save. So I guess he
That's
just kind of
tough.
like lift his butt up off the ground as the fire's just underneath him, and is standing there like crab walking, trying to get away from this flame. Although that's persistent, though, right? You can continue to
It is
utilize that.
persistent.
It's a cantrip. He can cast as much as he wants. Yeah.
Hell yeah. But even then, no. I mean, she can keep that one going for.
Oh yeah, she
however
can keep
long.
that one going as long.
Yeah.
So he would need to repeat the save if he stays there.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
does.
Do you have more, Bree, or is that it?
And then with my bonus action, I'm going to cast.
You're gonna
You're
what?
going to cast what?
I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Shillelagh. So,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it.
Hell yeah. So your
Actually, you know, I
quarterstaff
might
wraps up.
move as well. I think I'm gonna move. Beside Grom and Gorn.
Oh hell yeah. And Gromangorn like puts her hand down like under like low 5.
Yeah.
All right. So Frost Giant's turn. What?
He has to make a.
No, he needs to. It's if he ends his turn there.
Yeah, if he ends his turn there.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, he. I guess he kind of moves. Crab walks. So hang on. Let me double check. So he's prone, so he can crawl if he hasn't stood yet. Let me double check his movement. Okay, forward. So that's 30. Got 10 feet. Oh, I guess he can't stand if he did that.
If he did what?
If he crawls, I'm just thinking about the movement
If he
because he has to use
crawls?
half of his movement to stand, and if it's that, it's 20, and so.
I do not
Yeah,
know
he's
if
just
that's
crawled,
fine.
so he's still prone there and kind of turns around, flops onto his belly, and I guess grabs the whale blade that the other guy had dropped on the ground next to him, and is just kind of looking up at you. Crawls another step forward towards you and yells at the mammoth, and he says,
Norsu! Norsu! Get them! Now!
"Good boy." What else can he do from the ground? Probably like nothing. He's not in the range of anybody. Fuck, this guy's fucked. What an idiot. Okay, Gromangorn's turn.
Before we move on quickly, Alex, could you reposition the observer? It hasn't
Oh,
got Robin
yeah.
Gordon
You know what?
3 in it.
Yeah, I think it's just I don't have enough padding. Let me change. Maybe let's give this 6.
It's centered on the hallway, and that's not where the action is.
Yeah, it's just centered on everyone technically, but I think I can.
Oh right.
Actually, here, hang on. For the sake of it,
Yeah, I don't think Ample needs to be shown necessarily. He's around a nothing thing. Like all the action is at the front.
I'll just turn
Where's
this
the
off.
focus right now?
You're right. It's just every time someone moves, it would reposition. But I turned it off so that we can
absolutely, sorry.
definitely get that done. Okay, cool.
Excuse me.
So we're in battle. And it's Gromangorn's turn. Gromangorn walks over to this guy who's crawling out of the fire, trying to like stop his butt from lighting on fire. And Gromangorn takes their anvil on a chain and kind of holds it above this guy, puts her foot down over him, and is just like,
Do you really want to do this? Look, everyone, no one's on your side. You can either fight to be the leader of no one, or you can just join us. What is your problem?
I'll give Gromangorn a persuasion. With advantage, actually. Okay. The guy isn't listening. He's just like trying to get up and trying to push against Gromangorn's foot. She's just kind of holding him there. The mammoth's turn now. All right. And the mammoth, I guess, books it towards Bree.
Fair enough.
And let me see here. At least moves it. How much was that? Only 15. Son of a bitch. You're a little bit too close. Okay. Runs up to you and just tries to swing its tusks right at you. Trying to stab you and get you impaled. Oh, that's not good.
Ooh.
25 to hit. Oh, Bree, I'm sorry.
It's
Oh,
okay.
wait. Hang on. Why does it say 6?
Probably because Is it because, like, what's 6?
Oh, you know what? I'm looking. You don't see it. I'm seeing 52 minus 6 equals whatever. I think it's because it's taking your 28 into account.
Oh, yeah. How much damage did you do? Oh, yeah,
34.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot
Yeah.
of damage. You take 34 damage. It just knocks a bunch of your mushrooms off onto the ground, but they seem to have helped you a little bit. I think you only take
and
6.
I need to do a con save.
Oh, for your fire, true.
For bonfire.
Oh! The fire
Oh.
burns
BB.
brighter. It just whoosh. You send
Yeah.
your energy into it. Okay, Flight, you're up.
He's still prone?
yeah, he is. He
Idiot.
needed to move too much to get away from the fire that he didn't have enough movement left to stand.
Okey-dokey. What to do then?
If he'd done it the other way, he probably could have stood, but he was distracted by getting his horn. The horn
So
blast
he
at him.
yelled at the mammoth to have it attack Bree, right?
Correct. And Gromangorn standing over him with her foot on his back.
Okay. Flight is gonna run up to the base of his skull. He's gonna move there. Then I'm guessing this is approximately where his head is.
Yeah. Or we'll.
Actually, we'll say you moved here.
So technically, he'd flipped over on his stomach, so his face is probably on the lower side.
Okay. Well, either way, he's gonna stay flanked with Gromangorn in case he gets up. So,
That makes sense.
He's gonna get there. He still has advantage on attack rolls anyway, but the more advantageous a position I can get into, the better. And he is going to roll some attacks.
Get it?
Go here. Oh, right, I don't have a target. There.
You scrape at his face with your claws. Ooh!
Okay. Yep,
That's a
25
hit.
to hit. Yep, 25 hits.
Fuck yes.
Or normal. Being very slow.
Yeah, it's taking
9
a
points of
second.
slashing damage.
9 slashing damage.
Bury one claw on one shoulder. Then try to bury the other claw on his other. Natural 20.
Oh my god, this is the most deadly back rub in the world. Both shoulders, you're.
Then critical hit
Wild.
for another 8 slashing damage.
You're knocking HP away. That's. I don't like to put it that way.
Good.
Okay, then I'm gonna yell at him in giant. Submit or die!
Okay. Give me a persuasion with advantage.
Okie dokie.
The power of the Yarmoot is with us!
Or if you have better at intimidation, that would work too. Whatever's. You can
No, I'm better at persuasion. So
okay.
Persuasion it is.
Ooh, 18.
18.
Yeah, I mean, he was scrambling to try to get up, pushing against Gromangorn's feet, and you scrape at his shoulders, and he loses his arms. Doesn't lose his arms, but just loses the energy in his arms, drops back down on his belly, and just seems to give up. And
Fine! Gromangorn is the leader.
Off your
Norsu,
feet.
stand down.
what had you said, Flight?
Yeah, I just said to call off your beast. So
Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, he said, Norsu, stand down. And then he just kind of starts sobbing into the snow, his tears dropping out and freezing into the ground below.
I feel like
Flight
this
will-
guy
Flight
is
will pull
like,
Flight will pull his claws out of his back.
yeah.
What, Ample?
I feel like this guy recently like got broken up with by his girlfriend because his girlfriend like fell in love with his older brother or something, and now he has like an inferiority complex, and just having a bad time. This guy, he's not a bad guy. He's just had a bad time.
You know what? We'll say that when you were investigating the throne, you found his diary.
Oh no,
there,
you don't need to
and,
make that canon.
Oh,
You
no.
absolutely
it's
do
not
need to make
giant.
that canon.
But it's a little comic, little pictures that he drew.
Yeah, he's been drawing. That's how he de-stresses. Like little broken heart symbol. Like
There's probably
Uh,
some names written there with hearts
Hmm.
around them, but
Yeah.
then like scratched out and with X's through.
yeah, I like that. And like his brother, like in the form of like a big one with like horns and like real devilish features. Yeah, I love that.
Yes.
But that it doesn't necessarily have to be canon. I would like to, with my turn. Oh, are we on my turn? Sorry.
Yeah,
I
technically,
was up
yeah,
next.
we are. What are you doing? I mean, we're technically out
I
of
was just gonna
combat, but
say-
yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say, can I pass it and get back to Bree? I think this is her moment.
Oh, sure.
Oh. I mean,
just-
it's pretty
you just-
much over at this point.
You're just
Yeah,
hanging out.
yeah,
by
absolutely.
Yeah,
the
I
throne?
mean, this is
Yeah, but
Gromengorn's
this would
moment.
be, well, yeah, this would be the moment in our story where you and Gromengorn solidify whatever the fuck is going on. Yeah,
Yeah.
For
with these
sure.
giants. Excuse my language.
Well, so a lot
That was
of the frost giants start cheering. They bring out a big old jug of Gatorade and dump it over Gromengorn. And
Ye old Gatorade.
what?
Ye old Gatorade.
Yeah, ye old Gator. Yeah, actually, like
That's what it
one
says on the side of the barrel.
one of them runs in. Ample, you see one run in past you down the west hallway, and then comes out with a huge barrel on their shoulder, runs out to the front and dumps it over Gromengorn. They're all cheering. They lift up Gromengorn above them, like just as a crowd, and lift
that's
her
probably-
and bring
that's
her
probably
inside
pretty
towards the
imposing on us.
throne. What, Bree?
Probably pretty.
That wasn't me, that was Flight.
Oh, Flight.
Oh
What
yeah,
were you saying?
it's like this is probably kind of an imposing sight as these things are humongous.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you guys feel like
I
ants
imagine the-
at the side of this.
I imagine the Gatorade is mostly whale blubber mixed with some sort of stimulant.
Oh, you know what? It's probably
Up and down.
whale aid. It's probably whale aid.
Hey, whale
Whale
aid.
aid.
And now that we
Oh.
have plastic to make
That's
plastic
so
bottles,
gross.
I think we have a new business, like a lot of new business opportunities on our hands.
No.
It's really gross.
No.
Oh gosh.
No.
So they all just come inside and kind
It's
of
just very blubbery.
run in, surround the
Ample's-
throne, and place
Ample's sitting in the
Gromengorn
throne.
in the throne.
Ample is absolutely sitting in the throne, laid back, as if he was always meant to be there.
Oh no!
Now
Okay.
visible.
Do you?
completely
Oh, now
visible.
visible?
Yeah, now visible.
Oh, okay.
So
He
as
comes in
they
on
walk
himself
back
already,
into
yeah.
the room,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
reveals his visibility, lounging in the throne. But if he sees a whole bunch of giants coming in with a big blubbery Gromengorn, he's gonna move. He don't want to be touched.
Well, they come in and they like as the torches get closer and see this human figure just lounging in their new leader's spot. They're like,
Who's this guy?
I've been keeping it warm for you, Grommy. Take your rightful place.
okay. I feel like you should roll something for. They're so confused
Oh,
why
sure.
you're in there. What kind of roll?
Does anything happen when I touch the sigil, by the way, if I was sitting in that chair?
Nothing. I mean, okay. Let me see here.
Cool.
Uh, technically,
I'm glad
maybe.
I didn't die. Okay.
Okay, well, okay, so yeah, you're up on the chair. You touch the sigil, and I guess you just feel.
Could I do a performance check? I'm proficient.
What are you performing?
I'm just being theatrical in general.
Well, I guess you just feel powerful. You feel
Oh.
like nature. You feel like you and the weather are one. At least weather within a couple miles.
Wow.
You feel like you could create snow.
Wow. Could I create a snow cloud in the shape of Ample's head? Maybe head and shoulders,
Like
a
a-
bust of Ample in
way
the
above
sky.
in the sky.
Yeah, like a huge, like, you know those cathedrals of clouds you see on a beautiful day, where it's like, you know, it's just
Yeah, I
so
know what you
massive
mean.
into the upper atmosphere. But I
Yeah.
want to create a
Oh.
huge cloud bank in the general shape of Ample's head. That's what he would imagine as he's sitting on this seat, feeling this power.
Oh, okay. Yeah, for sure. So, like, as you think of this, like, right before you step out of the chair and they come in and you're confronted, yeah, like, the wind
You might
start
not
to
even
pick
know it
up
exists.
outside, and
Yeah.
like a single cloud in the shape of Ample takes form above the ice den.
Yeah, no one might even know until we go outside, but that's fun.
Right. Well, Flight, what are you doing? I see your token's still outside, but what are you up to?
Yeah, he'll follow the group inside.
Okay.
There we go. Oh wait, hold on.
I was dragging it. I'll just drag you in. No worries.
Okay.
Oh, whoops.
It's being very slow.
No worries. I'll handle it for you. It should drag you in. Okay, so yeah, Flight kind of follows behind. Flight probably sees the blizzard starting outside, and it starts snowing, and the wind starts whipping around.
Oh yeah, so.
With the wind, the wind is whipping past the front gates, going like
Haha!
and the previous leaders outside just embarrassed out there. And then Ample steps out of the way, and they place Grom and Gorn in the chair, and Grom and Gorn's just like,
Guys, I why did you dump all this all over me? This is gross. I'm so sticky now. Look, I'm getting it all over the chair. God. No, thank you. I don't mean to complain. Look, thank you, but don't. Bree.
He's gonna freeze the chair.
She's the chosen one. I might be your leader, but we owe it to her. We owe her something. Bree, come up here. She's our second in command.
Ooh.
Bree. Yeah.
yeah, it's one syllable, so they catch it
Yeah,
really
one
quick.
syllable.
Oh man.
Flight, do you do anything?
No, he's just sitting watching.
Okay, you're just chilling. Cool.
She stares back at both of you for not doing anything to get her out of the situation, and then
Absolutely
says,
not. Take your moment, Queen.
No, she is very uncomfortable with all of this attention. And she is just going to say, "I just need your help fighting the Frost Maiden," and she gives them the date that they need to be in Bracehander for. And says she'll meet them out on the outskirts.
Outskirts?
On the Auschwitz of
Smoking weed
dear.
and
Whoa.
skirts.
Maybe
Guys.
that's what the maybe that's what the fake leader has right now. He has the outsquirts, and that's why he's pissed
Oh,
off.
the outsquirts.
I didn't. Okay.
Oh,
Oh no. Oh gosh.
this went off the tracks, off the rails.
Okay. So
Guys, calm down. Look, we need to meet Bree at the outskirts of Bryn Shander. I don't care if we don't like people. We're doing this for the sake of Icewind Dale. I don't care if it'll get warmer. We owe it to the Chosen One. Rhaegar Yava would not have granted her the horn if she didn't know what she was talking about. Now, grab some more whale aid, and we will party! Woo!
Huzzah!
I guess we're partying now.
Yeah, it's party time. Excellent.
Hey, Bree,
Yes, Ample.
what's everyone saying?
Right. They're going to help us fight the Frost Maiden. I made a slip of the tongue and giant, and we're going to party now.
Heck yeah,
We'll get drinks.
that sounds great.
Yes, and Gromagorn is leader now.
Amazing.
Yes.
Oh,
And
man.
they're all chanting my name again. Okay, and she like steps out of the way.
And you know, another one comes out with another big barrel, and they grab a bunch of like ice mugs, and they're just scooping them into the barrel, and they like go to hand it to you, but it's like the size of you, and they just kind of place it down.
Mm-hmm.
Bree
will be adventurous and take a sip of it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it tastes good. Yeah, no, it tastes wonderful. I don't know.
Ample knows where it came from, so he does not take a sip.
But it tastes good. Okay. And she's like, yeah, Ample, take a try of this. It's actually surprisingly good. It's
I'm
this
so
nice,
full.
pretty-
Thank you so much. No, I'm
But
on
you
a
don't know
diet
it's
right
whaling.
now.
You can't understand.
I'm on
giant.
a. I saw the dead carcass. I'm the only one who's seen the dead carcass.
It has this
no,
floral bouquet.
I'm fine. Thank you. I'm on a cleanse right now.
And one of the frost giants sees Flight sitting there and kind of like turns down and was like,
I believed in her the whole time. I was always telling them.
I was always on her side. Yeah, I'm a winner.
What is your name? Flight? Oh.
Yeah. Flight's gonna look up at this giant, and he's just gonna say, he's just gonna sigh deeply, and he'll smile a little bit, and just kind of look away. It's Flight.
Well, Flight.
Go
ahead.
I think this is your guys' moment, and he's gonna walk towards the exit of the igloo.
Well, hey, don't be down on yourself. Without your help, I don't know if he would have given up so easy. You convinced him that there was no other choice. Well met, Flight.
and then he goes back to the party. You're headed outside, Flight?
Yeah, Flight's gonna head outside of the igloo. He's gonna climb, and he's gonna just use his climbing speed to climb up outside the door and just kind of look out across the tundra.
Oh, okay. Just kind of, just staring out.
Mm-hmm.
Similar theme is the whole time you're just kind of in your head thinking to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, Bree, Ample, do you do anything specific? Gromagorn's sees you across the room and smiles. Eventually maybe you can have a private moment with her again, or what are you guys thinking?
Bree?
Yeah, Bree's just partying it up with the giants. She'll eventually have like a private drunk girl moment, like stereotypical drunk girl moment with like Norman with Roman Reigns, and be like, yeah, so I kissed this guy and it's really great, but I adventure with his dad and now I don't know what to do about it because like he's saying it's fine, but he's acting all weird about it. That I kissed his son, and like, I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm actually really glad Flight is not there for that.
Oh no, honey. Shh, that is complicated. Oh my gosh. That's but
Right?
I mean, oh, but you gotta follow what's true to your heart. If you like this guy, I mean,
Yeah.
fathers are always protective. I mean, that's always going to be a problem.
Flight
I
is very
guess,
glad
but
he's not
just
here
like
for this.
I thought that his dad liked me. I thought we got along really well. And then I kissed his son, and now he's being all weird. Oh man. I guess maybe he'll come around eventually. I don't know. And then she like starts like crying and the just like absolute like drunk girl like heavy sobs.
Oh no, it's okay.
Like the sobs,
It'll all
like
be
the
fine.
sobs, like the sobs that sound like they're fake, but you're
But
trying like
they're
really hard.
yeah.
Trying really hard to
Yeah.
like, but like they're absolutely sincere, but nobody can tell that they are.
Yes.
Fuck
Pretty much.
yeah.
So
You, how long are you staying? Are you spending the night? Do you have to leave right away? I mean, you might be too drunk to cart. Oh,
Right. Too drunk to fly, actually. Wait, do you want a mushroom? Here's a mushroom.
what? Oh, okay. You know, I don't normally trip, but tonight is a special occasion. Sure. Do you have a couple?
Hey,
I
fly
think
with me.
my body mass, I'm gonna need a few of them.
Yeah, she gives her 3.
Ooh. Oh, these are spicy.
I don't. Okay. I didn't mean to imply your body's spicier because you're plugging them off yourself. Oh gosh.
Okay, well look, guys, I'm the new boss here. If you want to stay in my room, look, you stay in my room. I'm not gonna take no for an answer. I'll hang out. I'll sleep somewhere else. You guys can sleep in my
No.
bedroom.
It's okay. It's okay. We can sleep out here or
No, I knew you'd
something.
say that, but I'm not taking no for an answer. Look, my sleeping bag would probably fit all of you in it. So you guys go for it.
I mean, if you're sure.
No, I am positive. I wouldn't
And
be.
Bree
I'd
just
be
like falls
sobbing.
over asleep.
I'd be out at my spot looking for Grimskull, like
She's already
in the
asleep.
distance.
Yeah.
But I can, I never see it. I there's no chance we're ever gonna go back home. So I need to learn to love this place. Here, let me show you to your room.
Bree is snoring on the ground.
Have you?
Bree fell asleep like halfway through that.
Okay. So yeah, well, is Ample doing anything? Flight's outside, just staring out into the distance. This blizzard is coming down, so it's hard to see. Ample is just floating ahead in cloud form.
On the other side of the room, Ample is in a conversation with the most attractive-looking frost giant, and he's saying, "She kissed his son, and now she's traveling with his dad, and now his brother's traveling with us as well. Maybe I'll get to kiss the other one."
Oh, well, I was gonna say
It's
my
so
dad's not
complicated.
around.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh,
My dad's not around here either.
Oh, that's really sad, actually.
Well, no, not that he's dead. She was just implying that, like, oh, if Dad's being around is awkward for kissing, mine's not here.
I see where you're getting at. as I guess as Bree is being taken, carried to bed, Ample is also being led to bed. I suppose.
Gosh,
Oh, dear.
I like short guys, and everybody here is just as tall as me. I tell you what.
I like strong, confident women.
Oh, okay, let's go. You know what? Nobody hangs out in the whale cutting area. Let's sneak.
Oh, let's
sneak
not
in.
let's not go there. That's like making out in a public bathroom. I'd rather not.
All right, all right.
How about that big table? I've never made out on a big ice table before.
Okay, well, yeah, I guess you guys go over, and you know everyone's getting way too drunk. They're passing out all over, and you guys kind of crawl up on top of this giant ice table.
Just
And
make
we don't
out.
have to get
maybe
into too
some
many
handsy
details
action.
here, but
No, nothing
Yeah.
too deep. Over the clothes action only.
yeah, I mean, yeah, we don't, yeah, exactly. No more details needed. Okay,
Oh, there's
cool.
like 8 people in there.
Well, they
there's
were
an
there
orc,
before. They're probably all over.
Sure. Yeah.
A couple are
I
passed out
imagine
in
they
the
weren't there
corner
anymore.
and-
Excuse me.
Somewhere out here. They're probably mostly out in the main room, but
I mean, Imp was a bit of an exhibitionist. No biggie.
yeah, well, like you're risking it because one of them is passed out, but like in a chair. Like if they woke up, their eyes would come open directly
Yeah.
to you.
That makes it pretty exciting. Yeah, he's into that.
Yeah,
Like
for
we
sure.
could get caught, but they're probably asleep.
And yeah, Grumman tucks Bree in this gigantic sleeping bag. And
Aw. Like, and there's just a hole into the abyss back there.
if you, I do you want to investigate that? Yeah, there's a room. There's a hole in the ground. There's other barrels of
No,
whale egg
I'm
back
good.
there.
I already said Bree passed out, so
That's true. I mean, maybe in the morning when you wake up.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't know if we want to leave the morning for.
Yeah. For Tom next
Okay.
week or whatever. Yeah, for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
this is a good
Very
enough time. The
appropriate
party wraps up. Ample asleep on the thing. Flight, where do you end up?
Flight ends up, he's gonna just like, he'll go in after everybody is just all asleep, and he'll just kind of look around for a little bit. I just imagine I see most of the same stuff that Ample does.
Oh,
But
okay.
he'll be going in after everybody's fallen asleep, and he'll just find a place to kind of plop down.
Okay. Yeah, give me an investigation. I might. Yeah, give me an investigation for a place to sleep.
Okie dokie.
Oh, a 9. Okay, cool.
It's going. It's going. Okay.
Well,
9.
cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I guess you find the bedroom where Bree is asleep. It's a huge sleeping bag, but she's already passed out, so it'd be weird to climb into that with her. But maybe you go back into the room with this hole in it where it seems warm. This is like the furthest in. So, like, this is the most covered area. No wind gets to this area. And you can kind of curl up in this room. There's this big hole in the ground that kind of it doesn't end. It kind of wraps down and outwards towards the outside.
It'd be really funny if, like, curled up at the end of the sleeping bag like an actual cat.
No, what he's gonna do is he's gonna like lean up against the wall, like right here, if it'll let you move.
Southward?
Yeah, just
Man,
like
your computer really
lean
doesn't
up.
like Foundry.
No, it really doesn't.
Oh.
He's just gonna like lean up against the wall, like right here, and then just kind of lean back against the wall, sit down, and then just fall asleep there.
Hell yes. All right. You guys pass out.
Could I say or ask that Ample spends a lot of the night with his companion, sitting like just outside the igloo, watching his kind of malformed head now kind of float, whatever direction the wind is taking it for a little while in the light of the aurora, and just kind of sitting in this frost giant's lap as they talk until the wee morning hours, if that's okay. He will sleep for some time, but if I could be taking a rest by spending no activity in her lap, just connecting with another being for one of those nights you just spend talking with someone until 4 a.m.
Hell yeah.
And even if you only got 2 or 3 hours sleep, you still feel pretty good the next day.
Fuck yes. Yeah, you're probably just like, you want to see something cool, and leads her outside, and
Well,
you show her the cool cloud.
I think they go out there after making out. He gets a little heated, and they head outside to cool down. And at that point, he might not even realize it's his head, depending on how the winds misshaped it. But they would definitely watch this kind of blizzard cloud head away from the igloo.
And that's kind of perfect. And Flight, you were probably out there a little bit as well, right around the same time. So like both of you at different times had kind of noticed the aurora forming again. And you like at the edge of the water next to the sea of moving ice, it seems like it's the start of the aurora comes from somewhere northward out in the sea of moving ice, and then stretches across the sky like southwest.
Right. So now that we have this perspective from so far north, we see that it actually has a tangible beginning point.
Right.
Cool. Very cool.
Exactly.
Flight just
And
kind of
yeah, and I
Flight
mean
will just kind
accompanying
of,
it. Oh, sorry. What, Flight?
Flight's gonna just kind of look over there. He's just gonna kind of silently say to himself, "Hope you enjoy it while it lasts, because it's not gonna be for much longer."
Wait, sorry, are you there?
No, he's just gonna say that to himself.
And what are you talking about? The winter? The aurora?
Yeah, he's like silently addressing Auril.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, because I mean, you see just I guess you guys know at this point. Yeah, it's this bird, and Arl is flying on it, and it's coming from there, spreading across the aurora across the sky. Awesome. All right. Well, yeah, that wraps us up for this freaking episode. That was some neat stuff, guys. What an episode.
We are just installing leaders all across Icewind Dale to be loyal to us.
And they're all my friends.
Yeah, you guys aren't even going to have to finish the campaign. All of these people are just going to do it for you.
They're going to fight the war for us.
Yeah, exactly. But who knows if the war is the only thing? Tune in next time to find out what happens with the Omen Seekers. Woo!
We'll have Tom back. Well, can't wait to have Tom back with us as well.
Yeah,
it'll be nice.
Hell yeah. Dr. Lazarus has probably learned some stuff from the Ceramorphs. Hopefully.
About how to make plastic, and we can just create so many small things that would help so many people in the Dale. Obviously, starting with shower screens. I think I said Tupperware, maybe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Tupperware.
Yeah, huh?
All right.
And when the summer comes back, we can make inflatable pools.
Fantastic. Man. Yes.
Hell yes. Amble's already just thinking up ideas of what to make out of this, that he can pitch Dr. Lazarus.
His whole family runs on multi-level marketing schemes, so this works.
Oh, you did say
so
that.
well for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Well, cool.
Thank you guys for playing for 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, let us know.
It's so much fun.
We'll talk about the follow-up to your two-shot now.
Yeah, no worries, no rush. I don't want to make our weekends too full of D&D, so we can wait a couple weeks to get that going again.
Yeah.
you have stuff to organize on Fridays for our game, I wouldn't want to disrupt that too much and just give us some time to breathe. And now that I have that just final space, I can tweak it and change it a bit to make it even better for you guys.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Well, awesome.
Thank you
Sounds
guys.
great.
You helped me out so much.